Well, hello, everyone. It is Saturday, I believe. It's Saturday, and today is a Future Games showcase. So there we are, the summer showcase for Future Games. Should be more, I think the Future Game Show is more set on, like, we don't want to say indies, but smaller developed games, but not quite indies. Like, we watched the Day of the Devs yesterday, and that was very, very indie, like very small studios of like 5 people. This is going to be more in line with, hey, these aren't like the big hitters. These aren't like Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo. They're more of the smaller studios that might have a few hundred people working at them, but not quite like massive. They're not going to be the Ubisofts generally or anything like that. So I can't wait. We're going to see what they have in store for us, but I might have some things. And Scar, I'm never late. No light, no fire news, but that's because Sean likes to be cryptic. Yeah, he likes to torture us all. Good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon and good morning, depending on your time zone. I think it is 11:30 over on the east or on the west coast. And it is, like 2:30 in the afternoon for the East Coast. And if you're over in Europe, it's in the evening now, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, okay, yeah, like, so, 17, so that would be what? 1930? That is minus, at 7 p.m.? Oh, man, 7:30 p.m. over there for you, Scar, dang. But today I have more treats, so because you guys kept making fun of me and saying I had to have pineapple pizza, I won't do that, but I did find Hawaiian barbecue Pringles. There's technically, I don't know if you guys can see that, there's pineapple in there. So I found pineapple or a Hawaiian barbecue flavored Pringles. Also, Scar, this is a UK Dr. Pepper. This is a cream swirl Dr. Pepper. So it's like a cream soda version of Dr. Pepper. So I got that as well. Made in Great Britain. They even say it right there. Made in Great Britain. GB. But yeah, so I have imported or specialized Dr. Pepper. Now, Zane says this is like one of his favorites. He loves the cream swirl, so I can't wait to try that out. And finally, for my candy today, my sweet stuff, I have bonbons. I've never had a bonbon before. I have blue raspberry bonbons. Now, they say they're chewy, but I'm feeling this package, and these things are hard. Like, these things are like almost like hard candy. So that's why, I don't know. I've never had. It says chewy candy right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably can't. It says chewy candy, but these are hard as a rock as far as I can see. Where the F can you get that? I'm going to need to hunt for it. Dude, do it. So this is the British version, the UK version of a Dr. Pepper cream soda. So in the US, it's just called Dr. Pepper cream soda on the bottom. And I noticed, I was looking at all the different sodas over from Great Britain, from the UK. You guys like to split your sugar. That's why yours is different, I think. So the calories in this can are 50. In the US, this would be 160, 120, something like that calories, depending on the soda. It would be over 100 calories. In the UK, it's 50 because you have a little bit of regular sugar and a little bit of artificial sweetener in here. You split it down, you split it in half. It's 50-50. That's why. Because I noticed that all of your, at least all the sodas I could find, it's always like that. It's like a 50-50 split. They don't say it's diet. There's no diet. There's no sugar-free on here because they do a 50-50. So that's crazy. We need to do that. Give me a 50-50 regular Dr. Pepper. That way it's a little less sugar, but it still tastes good. So I don't know if this is going to taste good or not, but I would imagine that even if you get a little bit of real sugar in there and a little bit of, like half, artificial, it'll probably taste a lot better. So that's freaking awesome. The sugar tax? Wait a minute. You guys have taxes on sugar over there? We have a tax on sugar over here as well in some states. Depending on which state you're in, they do tax sugar over here. All of our sodas contain artificial sugar in the UK. Sugar tax suck? Yeah. Okay. So that's probably what it is. But yeah, I noticed that because every UK soda I picked up and looked at, it was always 50-50. It was like half regular, half artificial. And I imagine it tastes better than full-on diet. Like in the US, you have full-on regular sugar and full-on diet, like sugar-free. There's no 50-50. And so I bet you this tastes better than a diet soda. So I drink a lot of, you guys know, I literally have a bottle. I literally have a bottle of zero sugar. This is what a normal US bottle looks like compared to, look at how extravagant that is. That's crazy. But yeah, so I have zero sugar. I do a lot of zero sugar soda, and they taste good. They don't taste as good as the like real sugar ones. Anyway, let's see. We're gonna crack open. You know what? First, we're gonna do the Hawaiian barbecue Pringles. I have not had these. I've never even heard of these before. I just got shot in the face with Pringle dust. Oh, I got my microphone. Thank God I have a cover on my mic. Oh my God. Thank God I have a cover on my microphone. There's like dust all over it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It just shot a whole bunch of dust all over it. That's great. I got hit in the face with, I got to clean that now. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Pringles. Oh, I hate that. No. I hate the puff. You got to have a wind filter for that. Oh. So now I got a dusty wind filter. That's awesome. I'll have to clean that tonight. All right. Well, other than that, has a weird smell to it. It looks like somebody barely dusted it. So it has a barbecue kind of flavor to it or smell to it, but not really. It's not like, it's like they dusted a little bit of barbecue on it. No. Oh. Oh. That's not good. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Okay. It's like someone they took freaking barbecue. They took barbecue powder, waited for it to go stale, spread it out kind of on the chip, and then they squeezed a lemon, or not a lemon, they squeezed a pineapple and got the juice on there. Oh, it's like a stale. This is not bad, right? Oh, of course it's on the bottom, so I gotta put the lid on. No, it's good. It's good until May 2027, so it has another year. It's not out of date. It says May 20. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says May 2027. So it's not out of date. It just doesn't taste good. It's like a weird. I've never had a barbecue. No. They like to blame the Hawaiians for pineapple, and you know what? I'm tired of it. This is not a Hawaiian thing. There's no way any human would like this. Yeah. It's not good. I don't know what kind of barbecue that is. That's not a good one, though. There is a hint of pineapple in there. There's a sweetness. But the barbecue flavor is not good. I'm going to let my wife have that. My wife's going to be eating that. I'll let her have it. Oh my God. I'm not a fan of that. All right. And it's not that I don't like barbecue. I love barbecue chips. That just doesn't taste like a barbecue that I've ever seen. It's like, it really feels like it's like they really got cheap on spreading the barbecue flavor out there. Like it's kind of there, but it's not evenly distributed, and it's almost like a stale barbecue. The flavor is not intense. It's kind of like it's been old barbecue flavor, and then they squeeze the pineapple, like pineapple juice on top of it. So there's a sweetness and a weird like pineapple-y flavor with barbecue kind of, it's just not good. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right, let me wash that out with regular or my zero sugar. All right. Wasn't the Hawaiian pizza a Canadian invention? It was, Toad. It was. It is, technically. But they like to blame it. Everyone thinks if it's a pineapple, it has to be Hawaiian in some way. And it's like, no. No. It's like saying anything that has tomato in it must be Italian. That's not the way it works. You can't just take one ingredient and just label it that culture or that, country. No, pineapples are not uniquely Hawaiian. And that's bad. Oh my God. All right. Let's do one more swig. Get that out of here. Pineapple pizza, no! Okay. Yeah. How are you? I'm doing good, Phoenix. I'm doing good. Other than eating this terrible Hawaiian barbecue chip. That's not good. Get rid of that. I'm gonna tell my wife it tastes good. So don't tell my wife it's terrible. Let her find out on her own. That way I don't have to eat it. All right, we're gonna do a cream swirl, a UK Dr. Pepper. This is from Great Britain. Ooh. Wow. Okay, that smells like a cream soda. Oh my God. Okay. This is the second time this has happened. Yeah. You guys don't know how to make Dr. Pepper, I'm telling you. The UK does not know how to make Dr. Pepper. Okay, this is literally a cream soda that they put 10 drops of Dr. Pepper in. Like, this is just cream soda. Yeah, that's a cream soda with like a little hint. Like they put one shot of Dr. Pepper in there. Dude, no. I've noticed we did this with the cherry Dr. Pepper as well. The cherry Dr. Pepper in the UK version, Cherry Crush. That was the same way. It's a cherry soda with a little bit of Dr. Pepper flavoring in it. This is the same exact way. It's literally a cream soda that has a little bit of Dr. Pepper in it. It's not bad, but if you're thinking you're going to get Dr. Pepper, you're not. This is not Dr. Pepper. Like in the US, any of our sodas, you get like a cherry or a cream or whatever flavor of these, it will be 90% Dr. Pepper and a little tiny hint of whatever it was. It's like, oh, okay, that's a Dr. Pepper, and then they splashed a little bit of cherry in there or a little bit of cream soda. It's the opposite over in the UK. It's literally cream soda with a little bit of Dr. Pepper in there. Oh my God. Yeah, that is just cream soda. That's all that is. That's cream soda with a little, like, take a cream soda and then splash in like this much Dr. Pepper in there, and that's what you get. It is Dr. Pepper, but ours is natural flavoring. Yours is artificial. Well, then it's not Dr. Pepper. It's like saying, I grew a carrot, except it came off an apple tree. It's like, well, no. If you say it's natural flavoring, then that's not Dr. Pepper, buddy. Dr. Pepper is supposed to be chemical. That's because it's American. A sparkling cream and fruit-flavored soft drink with sugar and sweeteners. Ingredients: carbonated water, sugar, color. Hey, Scar, I don't know if you guys label color as a natural thing or not, but color is not natural. If you go find me the color in nature. Color. Okay. Flavorings include caffeine, phosphoric acid, lactic acid, sweeteners, aspartame. That's all natural. I know. I always go out to my aspartame tree and I get that. Preservatives, potassium sorbate contains phenylalanine or whatever the hell that is. I know. I always go out to my phenylalanine bush and I get that as well. Always. It's just a cream soda. It's a cream soda. Maybe you guys just don't know how to do. You guys don't know how to do Dr. Pepper. I have never tried a Coke from a Coca-Cola from the UK or a Pepsi or anything like that. I've only tried Dr. Pepper. But you guys are not good at Dr. Pepper. I'll tell you that. Not good at Dr. Pepper. We don't add fructose crap to it. We get the flavor of the added flavor. Yeah, you don't add fructose. You add aspartame. Everyone knows aspartame comes from the aspartame tree. Pathfinder with the 5 gifted members over on YouTube. Thank you very much. 07. Very, very much appreciated, man. 07 for the 5 gifted members over on YouTube. All right, I'm slowly realizing when I go to the UK, I'm not ordering a Dr. Pepper. I'll tell you that. If I want a cream soda, I'll order a Dr. Pepper cream swirl. But yeah, this is not a Dr. Pepper. It's good though. It's good. It's not bad. It's just not Dr. Pepper. You know, it's just not Dr. Pepper. That's fine. Oh yeah, I do have my bonbons. Let's try a bonbon. I have not tried these before ever. And these are from France, I believe. It says product of France. I don't know if that means it came from France. But it's a product of France. I don't know if that means France, because I mean, usually it says product of like a city, like product of Paris or something like that. So when it's a product of just an entire country, I don't know if that's real. But I've never tried a bonbon before. And I found this, and it said it was from France, so I believed them. Ooh. It smells like bubble gum. It smells like bubble gum. I've never had a bonbon before, but they're like hard. Like, what did I hit this against? You guys can't hear that, can you? It's hard. Oh, it is like gum. Okay. That's like gum. It's harder than taffy, but it's still chewable. It's almost like if you left taffy out in the air to dry out a little bit. So it's not a hard candy, and it's not a taffy or like a jelly bean. It's a little bit harder than a jelly bean, but not by much. I've never had a bonbon before, but I like them. That's good. I like that. All right. I actually like that. Yeah, it's hard. Like, you have to really chew it. So it's not like a taffy. It's not like a jelly bean. It's harder than that. I like it, though. That's good. All right. I'm getting more bonbons. Oh my god, that's really good. But yeah, Bonbon. Have blue raspberry bonbon. Oh my god. You definitely have to have some strong teeth though. If you have any kind of like crowns or any kind of dentures, this will suck them right off your tooth. Oh my god. It's like, you gotta really work this stuff. Wow. Okay. Are you supposed to chew it or are you supposed to suck on it? Made out of coconut? Okay. Oh. Turns your mouth blue. My teeth are going to be blue from chewing all this stuff. I like that a lot. Those are good. The one thing French people do good. My God. I like that. All right. Pause. Well, we do have 8 minutes. We have 8 minutes until the showcase starts, you guys. So what do you think we're going to see today? No bonbons until you finish your chips. These things are done. They're finished. I'm going to let my wife eat those. Oh my God. I just picking them up. Gross. Nothing interesting? Well, Scar, I think you'll find one thing very interesting. So, I think they've specifically said that they're going to have Exodus here, the Mass Effect type game. I don't know. I don't know if you want to call it like a spiritual successor, but we're going to have Exodus here. So I know they've said that. They haven't really like called out like, oh, these games are going to happen or these games are definitely going to be here. So we don't know. I have a feeling we're going to get some really cool indies like what we saw yesterday at the Summer Game Fest. I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff. Hopefully not a lot of horror games. I don't know if you guys were around yesterday. I assume you guys were. But my God. It was like every other game was a survival horror game. And I like them, but not when you have like 4 or 5 of them in a row. It's like, come on. The other thing is, every game is being announced for September, so, oh my God. It's going to be crazy. September, that's when everything comes out. No, your tongue is Weaver color? Yeah, it's getting there. Not quite. Wash it down with some cream soda. Yeah, it is just cream soda. And not like American cream soda is different. It's more chemically, which I like. This is natural. It tastes like a buttercream, like a actual cream. Which is nice, but it's not Dr. Pepper. At least not the one I know about. We invented Dr. Pepper and you guys stole it and said, oh, we're going to make it natural flavor. That's not what it is. It's not what it is. No, that's cream. September is game of the year. Basically, at this point, Goodspeed, I think when we checked, there was like 10 or 15 games already. And we're not even done with today or tomorrow. We still have Future Game Show. We have this one to go through, and I think they said it was 2 hours long. And then we have the Xbox showcase tomorrow, which I believe is another 2 hours long. And so we have another 4 hours of game announcements that I'm willing to bet there's going to be a lot more games announced for September. The rumor is Gears of War is coming out in September. So, oh my God. Like, everything is coming out in September. It is unbelievable. Like, I can't remember, even with like Grand Theft Auto, the original, or not the original, even with Grand Theft Auto 5 back in 2013, their games came out around Grand Theft Auto, but it wasn't like total blackout. Like, there is nothing scheduled for November. Everyone is avoiding it like the plague. They are trying to say, nope, no, Grand Theft Auto is November. We are not even touching it. It's crazy. Wolverine is September 15th. Yeah, Wolverine is September 15th. There's just so many. There's so many. And then the Nintendo Direct is said to be on Tuesday. Is the Nintendo Direct on Tuesday? Oh my God. Yeah, we got too much. Too much. And I'm sure we're going to see some more games get announced from Nintendo in September as well. Oh, Old Explorer says Jason is going to get fat if he keeps eating all this candy watching shows. This is I had to explain to my wife, this is my special event. They have this, and I mean, technically there's only 4 servings in here, so it's only 500 calories in these bonbons. And the soda is only half sugar, so it's technically good, along with my regular sugar. And then I made sure, my wife always tells me, I have to hydrate with real liquid. So I have my glass full of water here. Ah, there we go. I drink my water. I have my water here as well. So I have water, I have soda, I got plenty of drinks. I was hoping these chips would be good, but they're not, so I don't have any chips today. So, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I'm going to definitely have to dry out next week. I'm going to have to like just drink water and eat my normal food and no candy next week because my God. Dark Lord says, what do you think will be shown here? I think there's going to be a lot of indie games. And I say indie. I should say small games. They're going to be smaller studio games, not quite independent. So we've kind of gotten into an area where you have your AAA level, like huge games, like Xbox games, PlayStation, Nintendo. Those are like the top end, huge budget games. Even Ubisoft is up there. And then you have your indies, which are very small. They're very like, they have 5 people that work at the studio. They're rough, they're unique because they're trying to stand out, but they're very small budget. And now we have kind of like an in-between. Like we have a middle ground. We have like what we used to call B-level or B-tier game developers. They were the small developers that didn't have a lot of money, but they worked their butts off. You know, it would be like back in the day, that was like Gothic. That was Two Worlds. It was a lot of European, a lot of like Polish developers. They didn't have a lot of money, but they had a lot of heart. And they really poured in a lot of work into them. That's where I think this showcase is going to be, that middle ground, the future showcase. It's going to be the not quite indie, but not quite AAA. It's going to be in the middle. It's going to be like AA or B level studios they have a good amount of money, not a lot, and they also have a good amount of talent, but not the best talent. They're not Rockstar, they're not whatever. And so they're going to do some really cool and interesting things. The B tier has been where the best games have been coming from lately. Absolutely, I agree with you. I would say Arc Raiders is a B tier game, you know, but it's really good. I love it. You know, there's a lot of like that kind of stuff. And I mean, you could venture down into like some smaller. I would say Expedition 33 is like a B tier level game. It wasn't like 5 dudes in their basement making a game. It was an actual like former Ubisoft developers who got together and wanted to make a game, and they got a budget. I think they spent like $10 million on Expedition 33, which is, it sounds like a lot, but when you look at like, oh, they spent $200 million on Spider-Man and they spent like $400 million on some of these other big games, then it doesn't seem like a lot. So yeah, I would say Expedition 33 counts for that. But yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of that. Exodus is going to be here. So as always, guys, remember, alerts are going to be muted during the stream, but at the end, I will circle back and try to catch all of the alerts, all the super chats, all that kind of stuff afterwards, and we'll talk about it. So sit back, get your bonbons ready to go, and I'll see you guys. So we'll be chatting during the show, of course, but we'll do some breakdowns afterwards and see what the heck happened. And hello, Zane. And let me know if it's not loud enough or too loud. Let me know. Hopefully they don't have any like audio sync issues like frickin' Jeff Keighley yesterday. That show, he really needs to lock down the audio because that was terrible.
Hello, you gorgeous, gorgeous people, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. I'm Troy Baker, man of a million video games, or
all of
roughly
them.
there's about. But most recently, I got to play Higgs Monahan in Death Stranding 2, Jack Pepper in Mouse P.I. for Hire, and of course, Indiana Jones.
Are you going to do the theme tune throughout?
Yep.
Great. I'm Alex Alton Regan, and you probably know me better as the female Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition, Alt Cunningham in Cyberpunk, and Leia in Lies of P Overture.
And?
And I'm also Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider games.
I thought I knew that voice.
She is back, people, and that is video game heritage right there.
Well, more on that later in the show, but that does make us two archaeologists on one stage.
BAFTA-nominated archaeologist.
BAFTA nominated. You've never won, though, have you? Have you?
No.
Nope.
Alex, I haven't. Thank you for bringing that up.
Let's talk about what we're going to do for the next 90 minutes.
We're going to be showing you trailers, lots and lots of exclusive trailers, and with the help of their hardworking developers, we're going to be diving deep into some of the most exciting upcoming games.
As well as our usual ones to watch, we've also got an extended gameplay reveal for the sci-fi RPG Exodus.
Which you
we
will
go.
not want to miss. And if you want to keep track of all these little buried treasures Alex and I are going to be talking about today, then you should head on over to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page, where you can find and wishlist every game in today's show.
And you can also visit GamesRadar.com after we wrap up for tons of follow-up coverage on the eye-catching games that are coming at you very, very soon.
Oh, you did the dual pistols thing.
It's like automatic now.
I get it.
Zane, I'm disappointed. That Dr. Pepper, you guys don't know how to do Dr. Pepper. I'll say that.
Whoa, there it is.
World
As you can see
premiere.
behind me, this means it's time for our very first. Take it away, Alex.
World premiere.
Okay, let's see. What do we got? What are we starting with?
You want some of this? Come and get it! Oh, shit!
It's gonna
Okay, so, funny
be
story.
crafting game?
There was this guy who was stuck in the middle of the apocalypse. Whoa! Oh, shit! You know, chop Freddy, barbecue time, baby! Totally holding it together. Freddy here, Freddy there, Fred. Yep, he was doing great. All he wanted to do was just find one living, breathing human being, for crying out loud. Down here, goddammit! Was that too much to ask?
We can solve this problem once and
They're trying to make a vaccine. Hey there, you want to come? He did find some friends. Yeah, buddy! And then this guy showed up. Great name, questionable fashion sense. Fuck you, Fred! Bada bing, bada bam, bada boom!
Wow.
Hurry! Damn, we're good! You getting all this, buddy? The guy in the
Arizona
story?
Sunshine? They've
That's
been
me.
showing this for like 3 years now. Is it never gonna come out? My God.
Hold on! Oh, the cavalry is here!
Okay.
Arizona Sunshine is a flat-screen remake of the beloved VR game of the same name, built from the ground up by its developers. It's
Oh,
coming
God,
soon
okay.
to PC and consoles.
And now it is time for a closer look at War Dogs from Team 17. It's a 100-player tactical shooter with a keen focus on teamwork, fortification, and destruction.
Okay, calm down. All right, so it's like MAG. Huge multiplayer game. I have this on high, right? Okay, yeah, it is 1440p. A little blocky. It's a VR game making the jump. Yeah, I kind of caught that. Okay.
Alright, I'm good. Straight at me. Got one.
Get the knockoff version so it's cheaper.
I've got defib, Blow it. Sniper on top of the tower. Dead. Oh shit! Oh my god!
As long as they don't have the sound delay like yesterday, I'm good. Just Eric? Yeah. Hopefully not like yesterday.
War Dogs is coming to a screen near you later this year, but the good news is you can wishlist it right now on Steam.
Okay, in our next game, you play as a former detective who visits an isolated place where all is not as it seems.
The Pines.
Been there. Wonder if there's a girl named Elizabeth involved.
There isn't.
Okay. Here is a brand new trailer for The Pines.
You are hopeless, helpless, heartless, worthless.
Before the thing started, I said I hope there's not a lot of survival horror games.
Faster, think.
They obviously didn't hear me when I said I hope there's not any.
Why didn't you help me?
That's like the new hotness. Every game has to be a survival horror of some kind.
Good evening, Mr. Walker. How are the first few days in the Pines treating you?
Oh, but you don't want to go into the forest, dearie. What the fuck is happening here?
Everyone is fucking crazy.
See that? That's mine. And that, also mine. And I won't part with any of it.
Including you.
Okay. There you go. So I'm getting like an Alan Wake kind of vibe of this. Like generic Alan Wake. Okay.
And The Pines is coming to PC in 2027.
And I am excited. Talk to me, Alex. What's up next?
We've got an exclusive interview about Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thieves, the latest installment in Bandai Namco's legendary simulation franchise.
All right.
From now on, you'll be the greatest ace pilot this war will ever know.
Ace Combat シリーズ
Hello, I'm Kono. I'm the brand director of the Ace Combat series.
I'm Shimamoto. I'm the producer of Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thieves, the game that allows you to fulfill your longing for the skies. The game starts when the Federation of Central Usia has been invaded by Sotua and the capital city has been lost to their forces. The protagonist wakes up on the emergency boat on the sea and is saved by the battleship Endurance. After reuniting with your team, you are then immediately forced into another life or death fight against the Sotua forces. This is the story of saving the country that you come from, which is the victim of great destruction.
Keep it coming. Maybe they're not that sturdy.
Gunboat transport has hit the fan. Good work.
Hopefully no one's
Protagonist
underneath
and
there.
this legendary pilot fight side by side, providing great hope for the country. But in fact, that legend is fake. He's a fake presence that's been propped up to really motivate the country. In the next phase in the story, the protagonist and this legendary pilot go into battle together, resulting in the Wing of Thieves getting shot down. After his death, this role gets passed down to the protagonist. So the central theme is living up to this duty that is cast upon you to take on that responsibility.
っていう風に
Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thieves features a new
These are
type of
different games
enemy
from
in the
yesterday?
series,
Yes
the
and no.
Battleship.
So there might be some crossover, but usually games like to show up at one, maybe a couple different showcases. So there might be a couple here and there that are the same, but they're going to have a lot more as well.
Working on it, it all made sense. And then it created that great visual. We've also changed the way targets take damage in this iteration. Prior to Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thief, the damage you dealt needed to be hit directly onto the target, otherwise it wouldn't have counted. So this chain destruction accumulates this damage, and any small accumulations would actually result in a bigger destruction later on. And you'll see this as you play, so it's very exciting. Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thief will be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam on the 2nd of October 2026.
These skies belong to
October? At least they're not releasing in September, thank God. Rise above.
Ace Combat 8 Wings of Thief is coming to PC and consoles later this year.
And we are heading backstage now.
Oh, good. I could use for a cup of coffee.
Troy. Babe. The backstage. It's the new DLC for Little Nightmares 3.
Oh, right. I imagine it's got, what, horrors?
Yeah.
Smiling producers with their clipboards, sweaty cheese plate, craft services.
Or an evil puppeteer and an army of shadow monsters would make a bit more sense.
Oh, yeah, that's better. Let's see that.
Okay. These are always cringe. No. If you guys think this is bad, wait until tomorrow. The PC game showcase, that is always the one with Frankie. Oh my God. That is the one that is like the worst, the cringiest of the cringe. Wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow, the PC gaming showcase is insane for cringe. Makes me depressed drinking this. I need some real Dr. Pepper. I should just split this and put it in a cup. Half and half. I bet you it would taste a lot better. Oh, that's Dr. Pepper. Okay. I never played any of the Little Nightmare games, so I don't know.
And the backstage is a brand new DLC for Little Nightmares 3.
Where you can explore the dark underbelly of the Carnival in solo or co-op.
So you really should reach out to your most fearless friend ASAP because it is launching on June 12th for PC and consoles.
All right, now it is time to check out Engine Fall, a post-apocalyptic extraction shooter set on a series of colossal Megatrain.
It's like Snowpiercer with crafting.
Ah.
Okay. So, from what I'm gathering, extraction shooters are the new hotness. Everyone needs to make an extraction shooter now. So, give it a year and everyone's going to be bored out of their mind and not want to play any more extraction shooters. Engine Fall. All right. Playtest in June.
Make your way to first class, which is the only way that Troy Baker travels.
True.
When Engine Fall arrives on Steam later this year, and if you cannot wait that long, there's a playtest coming for you on June 8th.
Now, before we move on to our next game, let's talk about our partnership with GOG, the DRM-free games platform.
We've joined forces so that FGS viewers can get 15% off the entire GOG catalog with our discount code FGS 15.
You do have to be a new user, and the offer is only valid for the next 7 days. So get to browsing and fill your boots with some good old games.
And don't forget the not so old games that are on there either. Okay, let's check in on the upcoming remake of Gothic, a genre-defining RPG from the early 2000s.
Now, if you like medieval adventures like Kingdom Come Deliverance or The Witcher, this next one is definitely for you.
All right. I've heard it's really difficult, too.
Brothers, the time is finally here. I know it's been difficult, confused,
looks good,
and desperate for hope in a place
man,
where
I love
there
it.
is none. All these years, the unbelievers mocked you for your faith. But do you know what I see? I see strength. I see men who live for a higher purpose. Men who, like me, have seen the glorious age the Sleeper will usher into this world once he awakens. Tonight, we shall show everyone how wrong they were. Sleeper, awaken!
Gothic 1 Remake is out now on PC and console, so go check it out after the show.
Okay, now for something a little different. You have definitely heard of Sky, Children of Light, the cozy MMO from the makers of Journey.
Well, we are pleased to reveal today that they're creating a brand new game experience based on the life and legacy of the legendary painter Vincent van Gogh, which is Goth.
Let's take a look at this Van Gogh MMO, shall we?
The Van Gogh MMO? How do you... Okay. It looks beautiful. How do you make an MMO? That's very Journey. Is it? I was under the impression it was MMO, but maybe not.
Sky Children of the Light's Vincent van Gogh experience launches on the 17th of July and includes an in-game gallery featuring some of the artist's most beloved paintings.
I learned something today.
Okay, it's time to take a peek at Halloween the game.
We've got a first look at the single-player campaign where you play as Michael Myers himself. Are you?
Oh yeah, baby.
Is that an Austin Powers reference? I love it. Yes.
There's so much evil inside him.
Okay, back inside, everyone. Let's go, Myers.
Fueled by his rage,
Another horror
I
game.
shudder to think what he might be capable of.
Since when do they let them wander around?
I knew what would come next.
Wait a minute. Didn't he pass away?
Every soul unfortunate enough to cross Michael's path would suffer. No one knew of the evil that was walking among them. Unreasoning, relentless, evil. But sometimes I think the truth was something much more terrible.
So you
I
played
wonder
the
if
original
perhaps
timeline?
Michael is able to actually move through shadows.
So it looks like September 8th. Of course, it's September.
Play through Michael Myers' origin story when Halloween the game lands on PC and consoles this September 8th.
Next up,
Do you
we've
think
got
they
the
probably
launch
got
trailer
the
for
voice lines from the movies, and that's why? Because Donald Pleasance, as far as I know, he's gone. He's dead.
This feeling, as if I've
might
arrived
be
at this
wrong, though.
moment before,
Okay.
time and time again.
It's not a horror game if you are the horror. True. True.
I'll be the one to choose my destiny. Thank you very much. My blade needs sharpening. Your skull should do the trick.
Quite a curious little thing.
Either clear the path or I'll clear right through you.
Wait a minute. Donald Pleasance died in 95? I thought he was like early, like 2005, not 95. Wow. That's longer than I thought. Oh. Got a little bit of us.
Realm of Ink
Loading.
is out now.
Oh.
Go away!
Had a little bit of a hesitation there. Uh-oh. At this rate, you'll have a game to play every day in September? Yeah, basically. Dude, everything is being announced for September. It is insane. I have never seen so many games try to avoid November as they have this year. Like, I'm trying to remember back with Grand Theft Auto 5 back in 2013. I don't think they avoided it as hard as they are now. Like, everyone is staying away from Grand Theft Auto. It is insane. Dusk Fade.
Shatter the shackles of time when Dusk Fade lands on PC and consoles later this year.
Now, we all remember Cairn, don't we? It's a Death Stranding-style trek of a deadly mountain rage, one limb at a time. And good news if you're a fan, as we've got the exclusive release date trailer for the game's first free DLC.
Okay. You have to stay away as games are more expensive. That's the problem, Roy, is that when you try to stay away from Grand Theft Auto, you don't want to compete with it. You're competing with 15 other games that come out in the same week. You might as well be competing with Grand Theft Auto. If everyone puts their game out in the same week, it still doesn't matter. Like, instead of delaying till like January or coming out in June or July, everyone is picking the same month, and so it's just causing the same problem. Because, yeah, you have to compete with 15 other games, even if it's not Grand Theft Auto, it's still going to hurt.
It's a free DLC expansion for Ken, and it's coming soon to PC and PS5.
All right, folks, our next game is like It Takes Two, but on wheels.
You play as a pair of dinky RC cars, solving
Wheelbase.
puzzles and unraveling mysteries in a rather strange laboratory.
Here is the latest trailer for Wheelmates.
All right.
Folks, the rhythm isn't just synchronization. It's the weaving of two minds into one. Remember, you're two pieces of one puzzle. Go!
That's interesting.
Wait, where am I?
September 7th. Oh my God. Everything.
Wheelmates is launching later this year, so you can check it out with a friend in tow.
And now for something completely different. We've got a cinematic trailer for the anime shooter WTF, which stands for
Waifu Tactical Force.
Oh, don't you just love acronyms?
Okay. Gotta have your anime games, they pay the bills.
Status green. Don't go dying on me before the final phase. Stay still. I hate messy data.
Backlog is gonna be crazy. It will be. Absolutely.
Seems like I get no days off.
How much you want to bet this game is releasing September? Okay, is it a multiplayer shooter anime game? Okay, that's unique. Usually they're not. At least not that I know of. Gotta have your heart, your heart scope. Okay. September 15th. COD with, yeah. COD anime style. Basically. And you have to buy skins because that's how they make their money.
I'll let my little friend handle this.
Oh, the playtest is live now. Okay.
Grab some friends and jump into the live playtest for Waifu Tactical Force after the show. There's a new movement system to check out and 10 playable characters.
My goodness. Now, even the most hardy adventurers need to take a step back from time to time, so we're going to throw it out to a series of back-to-back trailers. You watch these, while we'll be back in a jiffy, which is a relative metric of time, I believe.
Bathroom break.
Greetings, my minions. Shall we dominate the world together? Because tonight, I'm feeling quite passionate. And this is only the beginning. Let's unleash our necromantic rage.
Be my horde. Okay. Wow. We have a knockoff Sonic. She turns into a blue ball. Okay. Maybe more like salmon. Fading Echo. That's in July, thank God.
I sense a sinking high.
Okay. Is this supposed to be like a retro Souls game? Like a PS1 version? Okay. What the? Prison of Husks. That feels like it's supposed to be like a Souls-like game, but really retro looking. Yeah, okay. I thought this was already released, or that we're getting DLC for Forever Skies. The next evolution, yeah, we might get DLC. Okay. The Final Echoes update. Nice. July. Beautiful. Forever Skies is really good.
Okay. What's going on here?
It's like we're in the future or something.
Mind yourself, Troy. Don't wipe out.
Right, got it, because this set is inspired by the anti-gravity
racers.
Racers, I got it. Well, while we solve this little temporal anomaly, here's AGXGP.
Whoa, okay. Holy hell. Gotta have quick reflexes, and I'm an old man. I don't anymore. Oh my god. I'm not that fast anymore. Only in certain things. Hello, Kate. Good seeing you. No release date, but okay. Demo is out June 8th, tomorrow or 2 days from now. Nice.
AGXGP is coming soon to PC, so add it to your wish list and make sure you check out the demo, which is coming on Monday.
Quick question for you, Mr. Troy Baker.
Oh, yes.
Have you ever wanted to be a sentient guitar?
Actually a dream of mine. It's very strange of you to bring that up.
Well, I've got good news for you, and I've got some bad news as well. So the good news is that the next game that we're going to announce lets you fulfill that fantasy.
I'm listening.
But you're stuck inside a haunted music school.
There it is.
And all the teachers are trying to kill you.
Classic.
A guitar game called Don't Fret.
Welcome, welcome. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here at Harmonic Heights.
No matter what happens, I want you to know I always loved you.
Hello?
Okay.
In Harmonic Heights, Fred. The school. Things always look strange here.
Horror game.
Fred! I was wondering when you'd finally find time to pay me a visit. The only way for a student to leave Harmonic Heights is the winter recital. Scattered around the school are talent canisters, each containing the very essence of brilliance and potential.
What are these things?
I don't know, Fred. Nobody does.
You've given me no choice! You made me do this!
Very music heavy, of course.
And Fred, she knows you're here.
October! At least we're getting the game in October.
Don't fret, strum along and you will see. Don't fret, doesn't matter what you want to be. And even though you're gonna die, don't fret.
Wow.
C sharp or B flat. That's a drum joke in Don't Fret.
Mark your calendars for that one. And now it's time for another one of our world premieres.
And this one is a side-scrolling platformer starring a very beloved Belgian comic book character. Let's check it out.
Oh.
Really? World premiere. I don't know Belgian comics, obviously. I have no idea who this is. This looks like they couldn't get the licensing for Sonic the Hedgehog, so they got like Basil the frickin' cat or something. I don't know. Is he a cheetah? It's not Tintin. He looks like some kind of a cat or sheep. No, you did not.
Marsupilami 2 Salsa Colombia, try saying that one 10 times, is coming soon. So wishlist it now whilst I'm fixing my twisted tongue.
And in the meantime, there is a brand new trailer for Ding Hai, the Ocean Pillar, an RPG roguelike where you face off against demons and ancient gods.
Okay.
老君，你这破炉子，这回又整出啥鬼东西啊
Okay.
此帖
Only Dan
将立三主，老道赐名定海神针帖。
依父语，治水已10年，却突然音讯全无，天穹之水忽又倾泻而下，究竟发生何事？
Okay. Diablo ARPG, an action, role-playing game. In the vein of Diablo, like the isometric pulled-back view. Okay. Marsupilami is from the old cartoons. I never saw any of those. Has to be European. We don't do marsupial. That's too hard for a kid over here to
Ding
say.
Hai, the Ocean Pillar, is coming soon. Now tell me, what's next, Troy?
Well, we've got our first ones to watch deep dive of the summer showcase, which is where we take out our little trowels, lift the topsoil, and gently brush the dirt off of a game that the internet is raving about.
Oh, it's just like real archaeology.
You know.
But with less paperwork.
True.
And what better place to start than the golden age of piracy with the helps from our very talented friends at Ubisoft. Let's dive into the world of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
All right. Translate real quick. I have no idea how to translate, Matthew.
Hi, I'm Richard Knight. I'm
This
the game
comes out in
director for
July.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced with Ubisoft Singapore. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is the old experience you know and love. Edward and his tales in the Caribbean of assassins and pirates, but modernized with today's technology and gameplay. The latest version of Anvil is
Scar says, and Jason said no AAA.
visuals. We now have ray tracing.
This is Ubisoft.
But
I would
it's
argue
also a big deal for us
still
since it's a
stands.
gameplay
I'm still
too,
correct.
With night and day affecting your stealth. There's weather that can affect your visibility, both in the ocean and on ground. What's changed with parkour and movement is that we've brought forward the game to the new standards that you've seen with AC Shadows and the recent updates. There's ejects, Edward can jump, and it just makes for a much smoother experience.
Scar says they're still considered a AAA dev. That is not true, Scar. They are beyond AAA. They are quadruple A. I.e., go check Skull and Bones and tell me they're a AAA. They're quadruple A, Scar.
Money on her head, right? Which is, music to Edward's ears. Ah, here's somebody I can work with. And as you find her, she's got this whole plot line involving her family and the family fortune. And she would love to work with you, but if you can't deal with her problems, she's not going to help you with yours.
You don't mince words, do you? I suppose I could look around, see what needs doing.
So each of those characters has a story to tell. And on top of that, we also have a new tale involving Blackbeard, which, for fans of Blackbeard, to learn a little bit more about him and Edward and how things turned out in the game, I think will be really exciting.
Were you attacked? Other way round. It were Blackbeard who struck first. Opened fire on a British man of war, the pillock.
When we were going to remake Assassin's Creed Black Flag, we had to focus on something, and that focus was Edward's story. If we can't nail Edward's story, there's no room for anything else. And so we put everything possible into nailing that. So we still have a modern day gameplay and story to tell, but it's now kind of in the name. It's not just Black Flag Remake, it's Black Flag Resynced, right? So we're the next modern AC, and so our modern day continues from what players might have seen in Shadows.
Okay.
Of course, we brought back the underwater diving sections from the original game, where you take the diving bell and you see how beautiful the Caribbean can be when you're underwater.
So good. Look at that.
But the other thing we've added is now you can swim anywhere, just like in any modern AC game. So sometimes there's treasure to find, certain quests. You know, there could be a certain cave you're looking for, but it's also just about freedom of approach. Sometimes to get to a certain island or a certain location, maybe you can't find the right place to get to with the Jackdaw, or you just want to take a shortcut and just go swimming. It's kind of up to you.
Captain's gone over!
So with combat, we've gone back to the basics and we've come up with a new system that fits more with modern sensibilities. It's more skill-based, it can still quick and brutal if you know how to play, but it's also something that works well for players who learn how to play.
I don't know the last time you guys shot somebody, but usually they die.
The core with us with naval gameplay was to keep that spirit that it had from the original. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we added a little bit more now with officer abilities that add cool things like the ability to brace perfectly and take out a lot of damage. And also the new alternate weapons, which allow you while you're aiming to switch between weapon modes with different ranges and damage, so that you can kind of adjust to the fight rather than have to fight everyone the same way. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is coming out on July 9th for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Thanks for watching and enjoy the show.
Yeah. All right. July 9th.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on July 9th, later this year.
We were doing so well.
That was at least tasteful.
If you say so.
Speaking of taste, if your appetite for the 7 Seas is still yet to be salted, I'll stop. You can find out even more about that one by checking out the hands-on preview over on GamesRadar.com.
Now, we've got a very special treat for the blasphemous fans among us. Let's take a look.
Okay.
This castle has a life of its own. Greater than that which still beats in my own heartbroken chest.
That was really cool. It's cool, like 2D Metroid, like platformer. Okay. I guess Castlevania is a better way to say it.
The curtain fall.
All right. The Third Sin, Blasphemous 2. It's a free update out right now.
That's right, Blasphemous 2, The Third Sin, is a free content update that adds an entire area to the game.
And it's out now, so you can play it. And let's
You
be
know
honest,
you love the jumping
all new
puzzles,
enemies
Heather.
Probably die a lot. Right
Aren't
after
you
the
supposed to be
show.
streaming, Heather? What are you
Best
doing?
of luck. Okay, Defender of the Crown, The Legend Returns, was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year. But we've got a first look at gameplay coming at you right now.
Decide a kingdom's fate when Defender of the Crown returns, featuring the original strategic adventure and new ways to play. Retro Mode presents the complete 1986 edition of the game, preserved in all its glory.
Okay.
Classic Mode adds modern refinement,
No stream, she's
renewed
watching.
clarity and polish.
Whoa, okay.
And introducing
I like
Kingdom
that.
Mode, a brand new roguelike of dice, decks, and destiny. Forge
that.
your battle-ready deck. and
Like,
cast
they've
your
modernized the graphics, but not a lot. So it still has a retro feel. Look at that. That looks so cool. Okay.
of England
I like
as
that.
you go on campaign to outwit your rivals. Unlock new tactics and new dice to strengthen your claim to the throne.
That is awesome.
3 modes, 1 legendary experience. Defender of the Crown. Wishlist now.
Coming in August. Oh my God, I think it's the first announcement we've seen in August.
The Legend Returns. Lands on PC and consoles later this year. So get it on your wish list pronto.
And I think I'll handle the British accents from now on. Okay, Troy?
Aww.
Sticking with the historical theme, here's some exciting news about the period shooter Hold Fast, Nations at War.
Releasing June 11th.
Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes.
That's just a generic thing we keep saying, even though it's only happened once. Really? I've never played this. This looks ridiculous, but awesome.
Stand your ground, lads. Push forward!
Hold your nerve. The king of the country.
Hold Fast, American Revolution.
Wow.
Releasing June 11th.
Okay.
Play early for exclusive rewards at holdfastgame.com.
It looks fun. It looks fun.
Hold Fast, American Revolution is a free expansion for Hold Fast Nations at War, and it's launching on June 11th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. That is just a mere few days away. My goodness. Visit holdfastgame.com for more info.
Now, let's check out the release date trailer for They Will Come, a steampunk stealth game set on a vast airship.
They Will Come. I don't think we've seen this one. A stealth game, huh?
Benjamin, are you there?
Was it a Wilhelm scream? It was a Wilhelm scream,
I
yes.
don't even fully understand why I made it. Maybe it was the power of the idea. I guess I pursued it as a failsafe for the future, to be used in fighting enemies of this dark world we now live in. Your mother always said that if I continued making it, they will come. Forgive me, my son. I have doomed us all.
Give up. Your family is captured.
This is kind of a cool, creepy.
Must be mine, boy. Did you hear that, boy? Give up, or people will start to die. Defense cannons on the Endeavor are down. The attack has been successful.
Okay. In July. Okay. Are we in the indie games category? Kind of. It bounces in between like single A and like
They Will Come
tier.
heads to Steam in July, but you can wishlist it right now.
What have you
got for us next, Alex?
Well, it is that time again, Troy. We have another world premiere for a cosmic city builder where you craft thriving habitats to rescue long extinct animals. Oh.
Really? Okay. World
Welcome
premiere.
to Bioden, a cozy management game where you will build a self-sustaining network of structures, all working in harmony to bring extinct animals back to life. You've been sent on this planet by your guild with one purpose: to restore it. Your arrival on this wounded planet will be one of discovery and exploration. Resources are scattered across the land. Search for them, as each one is essential. As your colony takes shape, your buildings will need power and sometimes water. Connect them together. Weave a network across the land.
Okay.
But plan with care. Every structure you place carries a cost, nudging pollution upward, pulling against the very mission you're here to fulfill. The planet won't heal through structures alone. Bring species together, help them
This is
settle,
pretty cool.
and let the cycle of life begin again. Inside your dome, you'll welcome back dozens of extraordinary species, each one with its own needs.
I like this
Gather
idea.
DNA
Okay.
samples, place your cocoons, and carefully tend to the conditions each creature requires. But remember, even within the dome, each decision, even small, has an impact on your planet. This world is waiting to be cleaned, restored, and brought back to life. Your
I like
planet
this one a
is
lot.
waiting for your arrival. Wishlist the game and play the demo now on Steam.
September 3rd.
Bring nature back to life in BioEden, which is coming soon to PC.
Now, those of you in the Lovecraftian loop will know that the Sinking City 2 is just over the horizon, looking all brooding and mysterious, just like my co-host Troy.
Really?
Absolutely not, darling.
Oh. Well, here's a release date trailer where you'll find out when you can finally dive into the flooded survival horror adventure.
September. Definitely gonna be September. Oh. Oh, August! Thank God it's August! Steam demo now? Yes! Coming out in August. That's a really good surprise.
The Sinking City 2 is just a few short weeks away, and there's a demo available to play right now on Steam.
So go check it out. Just don't listen to the call of the void whilst you're in there. Pro tip.
Time to lock in, folks, as we get a world premiere up next. Now, this one is an attempt to revive that golden era of early skateboard games. You know, when Tony Hawk was at the peak of his powers.
And who better to tell you about it than Stair Meyer, one of the world's most talented modern skaters and an Olympic hopeful to boot.
Okay.
Hey Future Game Show, I'm Sarah Meyer, also known as Surf Sarah. Skateboarding is my life and I love it with my whole heart, so I'm super excited to share Skate Sarah with you today. A brand new arcade skateboarding game inspired by the golden era of skate games. So this is the world premiere of Skate Sarah. Check it out.
Hopefully it's a good game. World premiere! This, of course there's Dress Up the Girl. This feels like generic Tony Hawk, if I ever saw one. Look at this. We're not collecting skate, we're collecting tokens. This is very, very like, what can we get away with without actually copyright infringement? That's what it feels like.
Wishlist at the ready because Skate Stair is coming to PC and consoles later this year.
Now, how's about an exclusive trailer for a new expansion coming up for one of my personal favorites? It's time for another run at Vampire Survivors.
Vampire Survivors. I'm sure she's a very good, she looks like she's an awesome skater. I don't know about that game. That game looks okay.
Hi, I'm Luca Galante. Accidentally made Vampire Survivors and I'm running Ponko. I made this expansion of Vampire Survivors called Emerald Diorama that was very expensive to make, but we gave away to the players for free. And so I started for a way to do some spin-offs maybe.
What is that accent?
I tried to get in touch with other teams, indie developers, to see if they were interested in working on some of these spin-offs. One of these we released just
I have no idea what that accent is.
As Vampire Crawlers. It's a game based on specifically being able to play at your own pace, play your cards effectively as slowly or as fast as you can. I got a lot of other ideas, but there's definitely more a spin-off coming, especially after seeing the success of Vampire Crawlers.
They're literally subtitling him. Okay. Maybe Italian. It doesn't feel fast like Italian.
Following the same idea at the end of the day, which is that I am the first player of my own games. I need my own games to be fun to myself first. So I want to make these other games and wanted to find a new name for them effectively. So again, I tried to grab Survivor, think of something stupid, and that's how Survive-a-thon came up, which is short for Survive a Ton. Very soon, we're going to see the first game in this lineup, and people should expect a game like Vampire Survivors, that's the whole point, with a different spin on it. And this spin can come from a different metagame or different feature that they serve, a fact that doesn't actually fit Vampire Survivors, but that would fit different gameplay mechanics.
I would say it does kind of have a Spanish feel to it, but Spanish and Italian both come from Latin, and so they have the same roots.
We're going to release a new DLC quite soon.
So they sound similar,
supposed to be just a little,
but there's more flair with Spanish versus Italian.
DLC.
Italian is just really fast.
It's very common. For me, I start something really small and it ends up being way too big. And so now it's got its own life. It's going to be called Legacy of the Blood Moon. And players can expect a small DLC with something 8+ characters, 8+ weapons, plus evolutions. But I can also expect a very low price of
I'd say Italian.
80 pence, something along those lines. I'm definitely going to keep updating it for...
It's not like full, he's not like full Italian, because there's some words that you can usually hear that are like, oh, that's Italian. And he says it more of like an English version of it, not an Italian version, like an Italian accent.
We have a lot more announcements in the near future, but for now, here's a trailer for the new expansion of Vampire Survivors, Legacy of the Blood Moon.
Yeah, there's some words that he goes over, and it sounds very English.
Beings consumed by ambition, a cautionary tale, or a story better left untold. There's no retreat once this threshold has been crossed. If you really want to see it through, then just take my hand.
Okay.
The blood of malice ensnared the night shadows, and by unholy communion a macabre dance began.
I don't play Vampire Survivor. I'm assuming everyone, like 4 years ago, it was like everyone was playing it.
As all dawns and twilights of the world paint the moon red, reality shatters and insanity ensues. Ashtart found the immortality she sought, but only in the flesh, her soul taken as a toll by the abyss.
We got Noob in here? Noob Saibot?
As he kept staring at the shadow of the comet, Sargon eagerly paid for its gifts, until there was no humanity left to give.
I mean,
at the top seat of power.
The whole like vampire theme, my brain says he's Romanian, but I don't know Romanian accent very well. I know some. Like Craze Gaming is Romanian, I believe. So there's that, but he didn't sound Romanian. So I don't know what accent. Like Italian sounds right, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Legacy of the Blood Moon, an accidental Vampire Survivors expansion from Punkle. Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Prepare your wish list because Vampire Survivors Legacy of the Blood Moon is coming to PC and consoles later this year.
All right.
Now, here is another, wait for it, world premiere. And it pertains to one of last year's truly best games. Let's check it out.
Kios has Googled it. Italian does it. Makes sense.
Entry 3452, 2 days until sunrise. Mission scientist, Jan S. Dolsky.
Whoa!
If I never wake up again,
DLC for Jan?
know this. The Oasis survives, even under the destructive sun. I must go underground. Next entry in another 13 years. If you're still out there by that time, don't give up. I know it's trying to tell us something.
Are we building on the planet?
Next cycle, we need to be better.
Whoa! Okay. The Alters had you in July 13th is very soon as well. It has to be a DLC, right? The Alters was all about you living on a space station because you had to protect yourself from the planet. That looks like you're transforming the planet.
Alex Jordan and Yam Scientist fans rejoice. The Alters is getting a DLC expansion called Last Variable. And I don't need to tell you to wishlist that, do I?
No. And now let's take a look at Anemo. It's a free-to-play creature collecting RPG.
Oh, important question. Is it full of adorable little guys? I really like adorable little guys.
I mean, have you seen what's happening on the screen behind you?
Oh,
Let's play the trailer.
Okay. Over the last couple days, you guys know. Is that a butt? Oh no, those are cheeks. I don't know what I was seeing there. You know, over the last 2 to 3 days, every lawyer at Nintendo is like going bald and ripping their hair out because, my God. Every game imaginable that has any kind of like link to a Nintendo thing, and they're like, oh my God. It's a cube. It's different than a Pokeball. It's a cube. Those cheeks. Yes, it was cheeks, not butt. Heather is interested. There was the pink cheeks on that animal. This is very Japanese feeling. Even, dude, Scar, yes. I'm like, oh, everyone is just, at this point, and I love it, everyone's just putting out middle fingers to Nintendo, saying, come on, let's do it. Because I'm pretty sure Palworld won that lawsuit. So now it's on.
Anemo is coming to all platforms later this year, but you can wishlist it now on Steam. Oh, I can see you're itching to explain this next one, Troy.
It's just a little rash.
You can get a cream for that.
So this is Cordura. It is the 4-player psychological horror game that opened the Spring Showcase back in March. Cool thing is, it's got enemies that mimic your friends just to freak you out.
And the developers are back with a closer look at gameplay.
That's right. How did you know that? Maybe you're not Alex after all.
Literally, they're not survival. It's psychological horror games now because survival is like tired. You can't say survival. You have to go.
Okay. She's real.
Psychological.
Roll the trailer. Now.
From what I heard, Palworld won 4 out of 4. Yeah, I know, dude. They're on a roll. So I think that now everyone else is like, okay, if Palworld's winning, we can probably get away with it.
They may be your crew, but inside the maze, don't trust anything they say.
So is it like The Thing?
Harry? Where are you? I'm here. Harry? Mike? Wait, there are roses.
Mike? I found the radio.
Okay.
Cool. Here with Harry.
So it's like World War I level Thing.
The night will twist your words
All right. Keep straight. You'll find Mike.
and take your body.
Where are you? Mike, is it you? There are roses. Are you all right? Joe? I'm here with Harry. Oh, crap.
To hunt you down.
Hello? Hello, Joe? Joe?
For you see, I won't let you go.
Okay. And it's multiplayer as
Cordura
well.
is coming soon to PC and PlayStation. And what do you know? Here's our next game. It's called Chronoscript: The Endless End.
It's an action-adventure game where you play as an editor trapped inside a never-ending, self-writing manuscript. Kind of like what developers feel like working with me.
Ah, you arrived earlier than expected. Welcome to my writing room. You must forgive me for breaking our promise. The manuscript is still incomplete.
Okay. A lot of platformers as well. A lot of jumping puzzles. Heather loves those. So multiplayer, but the game imitates the players? Yeah, it seems like that, Midnight. So if I had to guess, there is an evil like NPC that goes around, and once it kills a player, it just mimics their voice, so you don't know if they're real or not. So when you die in the game, you continue to play, but you're the evil.
I do hope you enjoy what lies beyond the end.
That's kind of a cool idea.
Endless story.
Fall 2026. But you would have been in September.
ChronoScript, The Endless End, is coming to PC and PS5 in fall of 26. So write it down now on your wish list.
All right, now we've got a world premiere coming at you. This one is a psychological horror game where you rebuild the memory of a lost child.
I like how they say this one's a psychological, like not all the other ones were psychological horror games. Any November game? Just one, Verado. And it is called Grand Theft Auto. That's the only November game I've seen so far.
Told you I was gonna fix it.
Oh, that's a bad soundboard. You should have spent the extra $58 and gotten the other one. No.
Are you there?
So is the impermanence? Okay. Impermanence.
That was your first look at Impermanence, coming to PC in 2027.
And if you're hungry for more amazing games
Was
just
there a
like that
November one,
stay
Douglas?
tuned after the Exodus extended
Which one
gameplay
was that?
reveal at the end of the show for the return of FGS Live from
I
Los
can't remember a
Angeles.
November game. I think we had a couple of October games. I don't remember November though.
From the summer gaming events, as
Maybe I
well as
missed it
some
or
of
just
those
forgot.
Wonderful world premiere trailers you love so much. In fact, here's a little teaser of what you can look forward to.
Okay.
Hey there, I'm Jules Gill, one of your hosts of FGS Live from LA. Stay tuned immediately after the Future Game Show and Exodus Extended gameplay reveal for more world premieres,
Just check
demo
this
drops,
before
and
stream.
maybe
That was only
even a
GTA
cheeky
6 for now. Yeah.
surprise.
There might be one game that tries to squeeze in like November 1st
You
or
heard
2nd.
them. Make
but
sure you stick around
I bet
after
not.
the Exodus extended gameplay reveal for FGS Live from Los Angeles, hosted by our very own Amy and Jules.
We do love them.
We
You
do love
guys
them.
break a leg. Right now, let's get back into the games with a closer look at The Lift, a supernatural handyman simulator inspired by the SCP Foundation.
Okay.
Hello, Future Games Show. I'm Ivan from Fantastic Signals, and I'm here to tell you more about our upcoming supernatural handyman simulator, The Lift. The Lift is an immersive story-driven first-person simulator where you play as an engineer on a mission to investigate and restore a massive research facility abandoned after a mysterious catastrophe. From day
I like
one,
the art.
it was paramount that The Lift feels really good to play. All interactions with the world are built to be extremely tactile, so it's not just about what you do, it's about how you do it. How it feels to pull, push, rotate, switch, clean, screw in, click, tune, tighten. All these engineering verbs are at the very core of the gameplay loop, and every action is elevated through responsive animations, fine visual effects, crispy audio design to deliver an almost ASMR-like.
The Insane Clown Posse? No, Sane Clown Posse, yes. Not ICP.
You'll be repairing a variety of things in the lift. We divide repairs into 3 categories. The first one is basic mechanical or cosmetic repairs. Changing light bulbs, fixing a crooked chair, or patching the walls. Simple, but always satisfying. The second category is electrical devices. We have developed an ecosystem of electrical and mechanical components that you can assemble. You can find, craft, and unlock many different parts used to bring the machinery back to life. All devices are connected to the electrical grid, and sometimes you will need to reroute power from one point to another or disassemble a machine to get parts needed.
The animation in this game looks really good. I like it. Everything's animated.
Sandbox systems that you'll need to master by improvising and thinking outside the box. The third category is what we call boss devices. These are large, multi-step projects that are even more complex and usually involve multiple machines and environmental repairs. Like, for example, the interdimensional antenna. You will fix its subsystems and will be tuning its settings to get the signals you need for your adventure. And of course, there will be a massive payoff at the end of the repair. Each floor has its own boss device. Some will be unveiled in the upcoming months. Some you'll have to uncover yourself when the game launches. The Lift is launching on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox in 2027. If you're interested, please add the game to your wishlist.
Coming next year, nice.
If you want to help us shape this adventure, sign up.
Any idea if we'll see Light No Fire this year at all? I'm hoping Wizard, but we don't know. They never tell us ahead of time. It's just like we wait for it and we watch these showcases to hope and have our fingers crossed we might see it. It looks really cool. I like that, The Lift.
The Lift is coming to PC in 2027, but you can and should wishlist it right now on Steam.
Yeah. Our next game is technically a theme park simulator, but there is a morbid catch.
Oof. Never-ending coasters? Salty fries? Expensive bottled water?
Not quite. The owners are trying to eat the guests.
Oh, that's a new one. Here's wow, My Cannibal Family.
My Cannibal Family.
Did you hear the mob dumped one of their own in this goo?
Not just that. I heard a flesh-eating creature crawled out of it.
Huh?
Okay. To lure in visitors to eat.
What's your emergency?
Oh, God. Oh, no, feed your family. Oh, God.
Take him out!
Okay. You have to build a carnival or a theme park to lure people in so you can eat them. Wow. That's a unique idea.
My Cannibal Family is a cooperative theme park simulator with a terrifying twist, and it's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2027.
And here's a dark fantasy extraction game where you team up or go solo to take down enemies corrupted by the blood of the gods. This is Mistfall Hunter.
Mistfall Hunter. Basically small town America. Oh. All right, is this going to be a Souls-like game? So I think we're reaching like the back end of every other game has to be a Souls-like, and now every game has to be an extraction shooter. So there's not as many of these. Maybe more adventure or action third person. July as well. I like that.
Set a reminder for July 29th when Mistful Hunter lands on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Right, I think it's time for our next Ones to Watch deep dive. Troy?
Indeed it is. And here is an exclusive interview with Saber Interactive about Clive Barker's Hellraiser revival.
I've slowly learned that Saber Interactive owns every copyright to every franchise you care about. Saber Interactive is doing all these games.
Hi,
it's crazy.
I'm Anthony Default from Saber Interactive, and I'm the narrative director on Hellraiser Revival. The backstory for the player character Aiden is that he's this guy who has his entire life been consumed with yearning. From an early age, he's sought out crime, drugs, sex, danger in order to feel more, to experience more. By the time we meet him, he's met a kindred spirit, his girlfriend Sunny, and the two of them have entered this infernal spiral into depravity.
You crave what we offer, your desires. So
I'm not a fan of Hellraiser, I'll say that.
In the game, you'll use this mysterious puzzle box artifact called a configuration to wield the powers of hell, to burn, penetrate, slash, rip apart your enemies.
You use the
and
box?
also, it's a puzzle box, so you can manipulate it yourself to solve puzzles and ultimately save yourself and your girlfriend from the powers of hell.
You're not supposed to open the box.
It was incredibly dear to us to stay true to the Hellraiser franchise when doing this work. So we went back to the first and second movie and to the novella that he initially wrote that it was all based on, The Hellbound Heart. Tried to kind of blinker other influences out, and we just studied those until we found what really resonated with us.
Follow her, for we have such sights to show you.
That's not
So
the
in
same
the
voice
game,
actor.
the force of opposition that you'll be fighting is broadly on two sides. So on the first side, you have this cult that's obsessed with the Cenobites and with trying to create their own Cenobites on Earth, ones that they can control and use in order to essentially grant themselves infinite pleasure. So this cult, they're trying to find a way to advance their goals, and to do so, they need this Genesis configuration that you're wielding. You need the Genesis configuration to complete your bargain and try and get Sunny's soul back. The second category of enemy is what we call the unworthy. So these are beings who have used configurations themselves in the past, and in most cases have been like interred into the labyrinth where they've been tortured for some sort of eternity, and who are now released by the actions of the Genesis configuration and are seeking you, thinking that you're their way out, you're their way to freedom. So they're these depraved, decrepit souls who are desperately trying to kill you and take what's yours. Clive Barker's Hellraiser Revival is coming to PC and consoles in 2026. We've got plenty more to show you throughout the year.
It feels like they tried to gamify the cube instead of following the movie.
You can follow us on social media, where Pinhead himself will often be in the replies. Thanks for watching, and take pleasure in the rest of the show.
It calls to you. Make your devotion known.
Yeah, they try to gamify it. You use the cube?
Clive Barker's
Okay, the puzzle
Hellraiser
part.
Revival is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox later this year. So go pin it onto your wish list.
Because of the pin, got it.
Yeah.
Well, it is time for another world premiere, and this one is a medieval Metroidvania starring a plucky little snail.
World premiere. Yeah, it looks like it's single player, like you're just using the box in a single player fashion, not a multiplayer fashion. What is this? That's Pandora, Jason Mike. Don't open that box either. That snail is moving real fast for a snail. Wow, okay. I like this. It's like creative with all the enemies. They're all like animals or bugs or whatever. I like that. Deadroot. You're watching, Jason. Well, thank you, Heather.
Deadroot is coming soon to PC and Xbox.
Drop the devs on wishlist to show your support, and you may as well keep that Steam tab open because we've got another great game up next.
And this one is The Road of Dust and Sorrow, a pixel art survival horror game inspired by Silent Hill.
Inspired by Silent Hill, so it's going to be a survival horror again? Except it's a 2D side-scroller? Okay. Censor herself. That's a very strange game.
The Road of Dust and Sorrow is coming to PC and consoles in 2026. Okay. Our next game was revealed late last year and is a stunning reimagining of...
Are you seriously going to intro this one whilst I'm standing right beside you?
My bad.
Our next game was revealed late last year and is a stunning reimagining of Lara Croft's 1996 adventure. Lara, played by yours truly, will visit the jungles of Peru, the ancient ruins of Greece, and much, much more. Here's the team behind the game to dive deeper into Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis.
All right.
I'm going to track down.
So there you go.
Well, you found me.
Hi, I'm Hao Cicada, game director at Crystal Dynamics. Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis is a stunning reimagining of Lara Croft's debut adventure. We've taken the legendary 1996 game and completely reimagined it from the ground up, with jaw-dropping visuals, modern gameplay, and a few new surprises. All while honoring the spirit of the original. Players will explore these extraordinarily dangerous worlds that have been lost to time. We're talking jungles of Peru, crumbling ruins of Greece, and the deserts of Egypt. Every location is packed with ancient artifacts and hidden secrets. Whether you are a longtime fan or someone picking up a
the original game,
this is the definitive way to experience.
I heard it was the first three, but I guess it's just the first one. In that case, it is a remake.
Tomb Raider pioneered 3D exploration back in 1996. With Legacy of Atlantis, we really wanted Lara's traversal to feel distinctively hers. It's precise, it's athletic, and deeply connected to the environments she's exploring. This is Lara at the top of her game. She's come through the Survivor era, emerged as a confident, accomplished adventurer, and you will see that in how she moves. The swan dives, the handstands, the acrobatic flourishes, they're all expressions of her character, and it's a lot of fun to watch it, but it's even more fun to play. It's important for us to distinguish that this isn't a remake. A remake rebuilds what already exists with modern technology. Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis goes further than that and truly reimagines the debut game, all while keeping its soul intact. Environments are larger, iconic moments like Lara's battle against the T-Rex are transformed into epic.
It's not a remake, it's like a remake plus, guys.
The puzzles in Legacy of Atlantis are really satisfying. You're manipulating water flow, redirecting light beams, you're activating pressure plates, deciphering ancient symbols, all of it to unseal secrets that have been locked away for centuries. Every solution requires you to piece together what you've uncovered and think creatively in how to do it. And then obviously there's combat, which you've got Lara's iconic dual pistols, plus some other weapons that you can unlock along the way. This is the legendary adventure fans remember, reimagined in ways that weren't possible 30 years ago, with some new surprises. Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis launches on February 12, 2027. It comes out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Steam, and Nintendo Switch 2. You can pre-order the game now. From the bottom of my heart and the rest of the development team, we cannot wait for everyone to experience this. Thank you so
February,
much.
thank God.
Some legends.
I thought they
are
were going to try to
destined
cram
be
it out in
retold.
September. Thank God they're waiting until February. Awesome.
Let the legend come back to life.
I see what you did there.
Because the thing that I've...
Yeah, you
I
made
was
it about
in.
you.
Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2 on February 12th, 2027.
Which is 2 days before Lara's birthday. And if it's not on your wish list already, then this is me, Lara Croft, asking you nicely to add us. Don't make
Laura Croft's birthday is February 12th or 14th, Valentine's Day.
Kind of like it.
Come on.
Okay, so yesterday we learned about the next game from the creator of Assassin's Creed. It's called 1666 Amsterdam. It's officially back from the dead, baby, and it does look amazing.
Now, I'm sure you've all seen the reveal trailer by now, but if you're keen to learn more, here's an exclusive gameplay feature from the team at Panache Digital. Enjoy.
All right, and they have a demo, a 30-minute demo out
It all
as
began with magic. In ancient times, the earliest human tribes would periodically gather in a sacred place. One of these tribes, the Zandaris, was entrusted with an ancient form of magic along with the duty to pass it on to those deemed worthy to bear it. But this gift came at a cost. The very magic meant to elevate humanity instead corrupted it. Those who received it were changed. And those who bestowed it had to learn how to take it back. Step into the role of Noah, heir to a long line of Zandaris, as she's about to become the Collector. She will not be alone. A choice must be made. One that will stand by her side throughout the journey. Together, they form the Union. Together, they must preserve the balance of the world.
Okay.
1666 Amsterdam is coming soon to PC, but you can wishlist the game and play the prologue on Steam after the show.
But we do still have one more great game to show you.
If you've been holding out
Exodus,
for a
there you
spiritual
go.
successor to the Mass Effect games, which I know a thing or two about, you need to know about Exodus, the planet-hopping sci-fi RPG coming to PC and consoles early next year.
Now, the dev team, Archetype Entertainment, is made up of a bunch of ex-BioWare talent, including Drew Karpyshyn, who is the writer of the first two Mass Effect games, and Knights of the Old Republic, so you know it's got the juice.
The team over in Texas have put together an extended gameplay reveal led by the game's director, Chris King.
That is coming up next, but you should stick around after for our sister show, FGS Live from Los Angeles.
Right then, the time has come, the walrus said. I've been Alex Wilton Regan.
And I have been Troy Baker. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2026. Oh, we nailed it.
He's no longer Troy
Which means it
Baker.
is
He
time
was.
for you,
Now
my
he's
dear
not.
friends, to enter the world of Exodus.
Enjoy.
All right. So here's the big gameplay reveal. Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris King, Game Director on Exodus. In Exodus, you play as a traveler, venturing on dangerous missions deep into space, in search of powerful alien remnants that can save your dying homeworld. You'll journey to deadly planets, derelict ships, and the remains of lost worlds, while using your wits and teamwork to survive the terrifying creatures that try to stop you. Along the way, you'll choose who to fight beside, who to fall for, and who to leave behind. You play as June Aslan, a lowly salvager living on the outskirts of Leiden. This is where his story begins, alongside his awakened friend Houston.
June, hey, come on.
You got a wolf companion.
Houston? I'm here. Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
June was orphaned from a once powerful family. He has a unique and mysterious genetic trait that lets him interact with ancient celestial technology. And it's this trait which might be the key to saving your home planet.
It might be. You are the chosen one.
It really works.
Salvage your stream.
You'll be able to customize your June as a male or female with several options to adjust your appearance. At the start of the game, you'll also choose your character's initial alignment, either a virtuous paladin or an ambitious immortal.
Drop your weapons. Get on the ground. Lev, don't be stupid. They've got a combat mech. Drop your weapons now.
These choices will shape your character and change how the world responds to you.
Listen to your friend and let this go.
Not gonna happen, you mercenary scum.
Let's check out some work-in-progress gameplay
It feels
so
very
you can
Mass
get a feel
Effect.
for the systems, storytelling, choices, and characters that make up Exodus.
This is definitely
The first two companions
Mass
you
Effect.
meet are Elise and Tom. Elise is an impatient mech pilot that loves to blow stuff up and leans into brute force. Tom is an experienced traveler who helps teach June the ropes. He tends to be more cautious and provides June with moral perspective. Let's join them as they start a new salvage mission.
All loaded up?
Gears in storage. My lovely suit. Good to go.
Where's Tom?
Last minute prep. Or drinking. Probably both.
Does he do that often? Drinking right before a job?
Man's got his vices, but he gets shit done, okay? Nothing else to say.
June is romanceable, right?
You made it. Let's hop on.
Throughout your journey, you'll team up with a diverse crew of companions, like Salt, an awakened octopus.
We got your back, June.
What? Wait a minute.
You too, Salt.
Not necessary. If you die, I leave. Contract void.
That's gonna be my favorite companion.
You don't mince words, do you?
It's an Octo thing. You'll get used to it.
All right. Time to move out.
You'll also meet other interesting characters, like the mysterious CC Orlev, voiced by Matthew McConaughey.
What?
Howdy, friend. Strange times we find ourselves in. Name's CC Orlev.
In this scene, CC helps out June by giving him a recycler upgrade.
I like Matthew McConaughey, but there's a difference between real acting, or I guess visual acting, and voice acting. Way different. And I don't think he's good at voice acting.
What's it look like in there?
A lot of mercs. But I think I can thin a few of them out without being seen.
We got your back, June. Things go bad, we'll kick in that door and come running.
How you engage the enemy is up to you. In this encounter, June has to deal with a deadly turret, along with Lycan, the leader of the Fire Eaters. He's heavily protected, and things could get out of hand quick. Let's use this new recycler mod to stealthily take out some enemies and make things a bit easier.
Nobody saw that?
Next, let's use the scramble cloak to sneak up on some enemies.
Lothar was a shit leader. No vision, no discipline. We're going to do things different now that I'm in charge. First step, cutting out the deadwood. You all better start earning your keep.
This turret is protected with heavy armor. Let's toss a thruster grenade to deal massive damage.
Red barrel! There you go. Just slide under that laser?
Awesome, that did the trick. We now catch up to the team having made it to the salvage. However, rival mercenaries have already staked their claim.
Gotta hand it to you. Never thought you pricks would make it this far. Too bad you reached the end of the road.
Showed up your ass.
Just
Oh,
getting
come on.
started. Making it past your friends was a breeze. I hope you're more of a challenge.
We've got control of the auto cannon. How's that for a challenge?
Okay, that is going to be difficult.
June and team have managed to push through the enemy defenses to the control room and now face a pivotal choice.
June, time to do your thing.
I'm in. Taking the guns offline now.
Wait. This is a control room, right? Should be a way to open the airlock doors. Blast all those damn mercs out into space in one shot.
Whoa, hold on. There could be dock workers and maintenance crew in there. We can't just vent the airlock.
There you go.
Fuck that. We're gonna walk up there to verify who's a merc and who's a zealot dock worker who might just kill us on sight anyway?
This is where you get your renegade choices or not. Okay. Or I guess good and evil choices. I can't say renegade, I don't think.
Tom's right. You can't be reckless when lives are at stake.
Paladin.
But you don't mind putting our lives at risk?
I'd rather die in a fair fight than risk killing a single innocent bystander.
Whatever. I could use some more target practice anyway.
Let's move. We've given the mercs too much of a head start already.
As you travel across the cluster, you will hear stories of those who have been affected by time, like Tom's account of why he can never go home.
That music is Mass Effect music. I'm getting very Mass Effect music vibes off that music.
Years have already passed on Leiden.
Exactly. Spend a few hours on this world, a few days, a few weeks. It's all the same for the people back home.
In between missions, you'll journey back to Persepolis, your primary hub and a major city on Leiden for both humans and Awakened.
Good morning. Afternoon? I forget. Regardless, nice to meet you.
You forget?
Ah, you're doing the thing. The elephant forgot something. Is it better or worse if I notice or not?
Here, you'll embark on new missions, experience how your choices shape the world around you, and meet new companions, like Phaedra Nat, a genius scientist and technician who's eager to help.
Oh, I'm sorry. The lights, you need them, don't you?
And you don't?
No. The eyes, they don't work. So I built my own. Spectrum's different. External light sources are irrelevant, but it's close enough to what you would call, sight. Impressive. The rot's grown vicious, and it's only getting worse. People call it radiation, decay, but it's so much more than that. It rewrites celestial programming. Intelligently, adaptively.
Intelligently? Like it's alive?
Your homeworld of Leiden is facing extinction due to a celestial virus called the Rot. You'll need to travel across the Centauri cluster in search of a possible cure. Phaedra's grandfather was a legendary traveler named Elijah Nath. He left Leiden to investigate the Rot before disappearing decades ago. You travel with Phaedra to a planet called Sang, hoping to find some trace of his discoveries.
I must thank you for this opportunity.
He's gonna be the old evil villain, I bet.
No point in waiting around. Next stop, Sang.
Sang is a rocky exoplanet covered in a sulfurous atmosphere. You'll need to traverse across the deadly terrain to discover the ancient ruins where Elijah's ship crashed.
Oh, wow. Not a dead moon at all. Okay, there were Celestials here once. How remarkable.
Along with Phaedra, we've decided to bring Salt. Her long-range sniper rifle and abilities that specialize in confusing enemies should come in handy.
Limestone deposits on those rocks in the center of the lake. I can get there.
So you get a whole bunch of different companions, and you can choose the. This is very Mass Effect. I am loving this. This looks really good.
Sang has always been extremely volatile, completely unideal for civilization, even during the age of the Detonator. Incredible. Your induction clearly shapes the limestone itself, but what dictates the extent? Oh, so many questions and possibilities. this is already shaping up to be a most fortuitous partnership. Early travelers explored this moon, but they never reported anything of interest. The ones that survived, anyway. Of course, there have always been rumors in certain circles that one of the Detonator factions may have hidden caches of treasure here. What kind of ghost is that?
I don't know, but I'd wager it's not friendly.
That's a big elf bar. Dang, okay.
The number of ghosts is not decreasing.
That sniper is very terrible at his job, I'll say that. Didn't see you just walk straight up.
Interesting. That door is also celestial. It looks like... Yes, this is definitely Truth Seeker architecture. I might be able to use my drone to open this door. Shall I try? This is an incredible discovery, you know? So little of Sang has been explored. Because it's, so hostile. But now we can confirm that the Detonator Celestial did have a presence here.
During missions, June will discover ancient technologies that upgrade his gauntlet, a powerful artifact passed down to him from his father. Once upgraded, it unlocks new possibilities for both traversal and combat.
Any idea what this is?
Okay.
I can't decipher it, but clearly this artifact was held in great reverence. June, be careful. Celestial technology can affect human bodies in unexpected ways.
Definitely Liara.
What happened? Are you all right?
Fine. It took me by surprise.
Better than fine.
I've never felt anything so powerful. Let's see if this gets us past that bramble.
Here we see June acquiring Lance, a powerful new gauntlet ability that can pierce and destroy bramble, a byproduct of the rot.
So it does seem like there is a little bit of a character creator in the same vein as Mass Effect. You're always Commander Shepard, but you can customize how they look. This is very similar sounding.
And guarding a terrible secret.
You were warned. I told you to turn back. I told you there was nothing here for you but death. You've seen too much now. Stupid, stubborn children.
Elijah has unleashed a corrupted and extremely powerful war machine on the team.
And this game is not due to come out until next year. Early next year, I think is what they said. So I'm sure we'll see more info on like character creator and stuff like that. It does seem like it's somewhat limited. Like you're not making entirely different species of character. You're going to be limited to being a human. And you're going to be able to change the hair. You can be a male or a female. But yeah, not a lot of different variety there. I will laugh if this game comes out in February. If they say February 2027, Fable got delayed until February. And now we know the new Tomb Raider game comes out in February. If Exodus comes out in February, Fable, they delayed Fable what seems like to avoid the busy holiday season with Grand Theft Auto and every other game coming out in September. They might have delayed it into the middle of where everyone else is going to be delayed to as well, February. Because I believe
with the construct defeated, June and Phaedra must now confront Elijah, hoping to persuade him to share the secrets contained in Sang. Without this information, Leiden will be destroyed by the rot.
This place is forbidden. I warned you not to come here.
You threw away your legacy.
Phaedra!
Elijah, please. Whatever you are afraid of, the answer isn't more
I know he's gonna be evil.
I need a promise. A solemn oath. I cannot stop you from claiming the secrets of this world. But my dynasty will be no part of this.
Elijah, what are you doing?
The Nath bloodline ends here, my child. With me and with you. I will take our dynasty to the grave rather than allow it to fall to the sway of Orion's spawn.
I don't want to kill you. Drop your weapon and this doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
But my dynasty ends here.
Shoot him. Oh!
This has been a small peek into the larger world of Exodus. We're in the final stretch of development now, and we'll be sharing more details all the way up to launch. In the meantime, wishlist on your favorite platform now and become a traveler today.
Become a traveler today. It looks very good. It has a lot of elements that remind me of Mass Effect, and that's very awesome. Very strong RPG and choice-driven. Yep, coming early 2027. It might be coming in February. If that's the case, Fable is screwed. Oh, the day before? Is this the day before or the day after? I'm already a traveler, and I'm first. You're not last, Douglas? You're not the last? This feels very day before. I don't know if that's a good thing. Audio mixing is terrible. They definitely have to do some more audio mixing because God. You can hear a mouse fart, but you can't hear footsteps. It's weird. Your gun sounds like a cannon, but the impact has no sound whatsoever. Ain't no way the day before a hit game that survived for years. That's true. Official, that's true. Terminal War. Okay. It looks like a survival extraction shooter. That's going to be the new hotness the next couple of years. Next 2 years, it's going to be every other game is a survival extracting game. All right.
What a way to kick off the show. That was Terminal War, and this is FGS Live from LA. My name is Jules.
And I'm Amy. And over the next 30 minutes, we're going to be bringing you even more exclusive trailers, developer interviews, and of course, a wee sprinkling of world premieres.
Now, as we travel this road together, don't forget that we've got a Steam page that's got a curation of all the games featured across both showcases. And of course, you can wishlist them all right now.
Up next, it's an exciting reveal for Bell's Fanfare, the viral sensation.
Anytime you do video outside with microphones, I will be impressed. It is hard to do good audio outside. This looks Zelda-esque. It has like a Wind Waker or Majora's Mask art style. Majora's Mask. This feels very Zelda to me. Bell's Fanfare. Yeah, it is technically the next event. They're kind of
man, I can't
linked.
believe how good Bell's Fanfare looks. I will be putting every notification bell on that I can because 2027 cannot come soon enough.
Next, we're off to the action-packed world of Alcahest to take a look at the game's physics engine in action.
They have a very good noise gate. And they have really good wind, the mic covers. Because her hair is flowing around, even though she's flipping it around like that. But it is windy, which is always a nightmare for these kind of microphones. Usually you want to use a shotgun mic. That way you don't get to any of the wind. Okay, so this is a platformer FPS like puzzle game? Oh yeah, puzzle game for sure. Ooh. Getting a little bit of a Thief feeling on this. Oh! That feels like Thief right there. Alcahest. That is a very
Alcahest
Thief.
is bringing brutal combat to the table, and thanks to its physics-based chaos, it's probably going to be flipping it too.
Yeah, and I think that we are just plain flipping excited about it. Up next, let's take a sneak peek at the PC Gaming Show, which is upcoming very soon, and also will contain a teaser for a game that I know you are all incredibly excited for.
They read up the voices in the studio. They did, but you gotta have good audio to start with. You can't take really crappy wind like soaked audio and just make it magically good.
And I'm the creative director for Control Resonant. We hope you enjoyed this small teaser. Tune in tomorrow for the PC Gaming Show for the full reveal.
Okay, PC Gaming Show tomorrow. You gotta suffer through Charlie to get to that. So PC Gaming Show.
The PC Gaming Show will be going live tomorrow on the 7th of June at these times here, meaning that is a full weekend of gaming content from us all. Aren't you lucky?
Aren't you just? Up next, we're digging holes and filling them with crops and bodies. Here's a developer interview with the minds behind the upcoming farming sim with a murder mystery twist, Grave Seasons.
If you guys thought today was cringy,
my name is
PC Gaming Show is so cringe.
Director and co-founder at Perfect Garbage Studios, and we are creating Grave Seasons, our murder mystery farming simulator. In Grave Seasons, you not only have to grow your farm, build your relationships, but also figure out who the supernatural serial killer
Right Hand of
is
Doom
going
says,
to
do you know what
target
mics they're using? No.
And as you play
if you put a
through,
cover
as
on the
learn
tip,
this
you really
killer's
can't
patterns,
tell.
The year comes to an
Like,
end,
you can tell
and as
mine.
you start again, a different supernatural serial killer will be active at the start of the game. We essentially have
If I do
campaign
that,
for each killer. So
this
they're
kind of
fully
tells you what kind of
scripted,
microphone I
fully
have.
unique storylines.
But
It's
usually
meaningful.
the mic
Each time
cover
you
will
start a
cover
new
up
year
the
in
top
Ashen Ridge,
end.
we ask you to
So
sort
you
of
can't tell what
re-enter
it
town,
is.
and a different
Maybe
killer
by
will
the
be active.
handle I
We
could,
do
but
want dating and romance
no.
to be really well integrated into the world. So you potentially
They're very
could
good
end up
mics.
romancing
I'll say
a
that.
killer who's active. But as you romance, you'll learn more and more about these characters, delve into
Even-
their backstories. and
even
if
for,
romancing a
like,
killer,
after
that same
processing.
NPC's romance
Again,
storyline will be different.
if you got a lot of wind, a lot of like background noise, You could do a little bit of work on that, but you can't fix really bad audio. If it's bad raw, it'll be bad in post-processing. You can clean it up and make it sound better. It'll never sound good.
Victim from the killer, if that's what you want to do. Or if you want to just watch chaos reign, you can do that too. So we can't say exactly how many killers there are right now, but what I'll say is that we do
Are they
track
roads?
and understand how much chaos you've sown in town. The game is paying attention to the choices you make or don't make, and the world changes as a result of those choices. I'm truly most excited for the first moment that a player decides to investigate a crime scene or to poke at the after effects of a murder. I think that that's a moment that really sets Grove Seasons apart.
From
and makes
yesterday
it
and
clear
today,
that this
too much
was
murder and
both
horror
a
future
covert game
games for
and
my
also
taste.
a
Yeah.
horror game at the same
Survival
time.
horror
And that moment
games
of
and
discovery
just
and
horror in
following
general.
clues and tracking down
I don't know
these
if it's because all these games are coming out in the fall and they want to be around Halloween, but yeah, there's a lot of horror games.
playing a cop or really an authority figure in this game. So all you can do is follow clues and investigate these leads as you find them in the world. As each killer progresses outside of murder scenes and outside of these attack scenes, whether you've prevented it or not.
What type of mic would you use when you worked in radio? This one, the RE20. So it is an electro voice microphone. So we use this because it's dynamic, and I have a mic cover on it for my plosives, where my air, when I blow, it prevents a lot of that. But this microphone you do not want to use outside. Outside is a whole different beast. Like, this is made for like a quieter room.
If you love the
Yeah, this is literally the same kind of microphone I used when I was in radio. I love these microphones.
Written and sort of heartfelt character stories. You'll love Grave Seasons. We really want people to get invested in the characters
Yeah,
and also
look it up
the
if they're
world.
curious if audio is
I will
good.
say
Yeah,
we
it's really good.
have a demo coming soon. Can't say the
So
exact.
yeah, even like when you notice, you could hear like and there's not wind behind them. That's a very good microphone. And very good, like someone worked on it. Like post-processing was very good. They don't sound robotic. They don't sound blown out. It sounds really good. So microphone was good. Post-processing, the guy who did the audio was good.
To the team at Grave Seasons for giving us that terrifying peek behind the turnips at their scary yet wholesome project.
Up next, I think it's time for our first world premiere, right? Take a look.
Yeah, it's just a black handle. World premiere. Mega Man? This looks like a Mega Man like knockoff if it's not actually Mega Man.
Gemini X.
Gemini X, not Mega Man X. Gemini, okay.
Mega Man fans the world over are going to be rejoicing with the reveal there of Gemini X. I mean, it's got robots, it's got sci-fi action, and it is slick and stylish to boot.
While we cool down from the LA Sun and that spicy world premiere, here's some back-to-back trailers for amazing games that are heading your way very soon.
Okay. Jason's old enough that he started with a megaphone. Yes. We started with tin cans back in the day. You had to make sure you had really good rope or else it didn't have good sound quality. Okay.
Hi, I'm Nori, and you are test subject T33T0. I'm gonna call you Tito. Together, we're gonna take the world back from
Use an SMB. SMBs are good too. I prefer, or SM, a Shure microphone. SMB is usually the one people use. But yeah, I like the sound of an electro voice. That's why I use the RE. But SMs are awesome. Shores are really good as well. So the big thing with the Shure microphone is they usually have a built-in filter, whereas like the electro voice does not. They have a little bit in there, but you need to put another one on top. And it stops the blowing sound, the sound. And so you'll hear with them, you hear the breathing in, that means that they have really good audio. That audio on the microphone is very sensitive because usually you put a noise gate so you can't hear me breathing. You can't hear it. You purposely do not want to hear the breathing. You don't want to hear constant.
That was VED Recure, Tito, and Paradoxical for you to chew on, and they're all available to wishlist right now.
Now, speaking of mouthfuls, our next game puts you in the rather horrible position of being a dentist performing operations on monstrous sharks. Sharks who might not be that pleased about having their teeth pulled, I might add.
Yikes. This is Shark Dentist.
So yeah, you generally don't want to hear the sound. You don't want to do that. So that means that microphone is really sensitive. Even with the mic filter, the pop filter, you're getting their breath, which is crazy. Shark Dentist. Yeah. It looks like that shark is dead. Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oof. As they say, a harpoon a day keeps the sharks in your dentist's office away.
No one says that.
Fair enough. Shark Dentist is coming soon, so wishlist it right now if you like the look of it.
Now, from tooth to horrible truth now, and that is that the orcs in our next game, well, they're flat out broke. This is Don't Kill Them All.
Don't kill them all. Yeah, Advan, yeah. If you watch, like, announcers, reporters, if they have the handheld mic, you'll notice they pull away when they're breathing, or if they have to cough. Or if you work in radio and someone wants to be a dick, they will purposely chew into the microphone and drive their producer crazy. I had a guy who did that. I hated it. He would purposely chew
Dirty,
and burp into the
smelly,
microphone.
and desperate to kill. Surely these orcs have got some competition with Jules. You can wishlist Don't Kill Them All right now, and there's also a free demo on Steam.
Thank you, Amy, for those powerfully hurtful words. But thankfully, though, I can scrub that insult from my mind with our next game because it's time to chat to the developers behind the one and only Power Wash Simulator 2.
Ooh.
They didn't mix it well.
Simulator 1 exceeded our expectations. Really, really happy with the reception that it got. It led us to make the sequel as well, Power Wash Simulator 2. And what we're looking to do at the moment is expand that further. So we've got a lot of amazing paid DLC coming out with incredible collaborations. But we're also going to be releasing
Star Wars,
free
really?
jobs alongside those. They expand the story of Power Wash Simulator itself and the universe that it is within. So in Power Wash 1, we had these free jobs called the Muckingham Files, and these are all contained within the town of Muckingham. In Power Wash 2, now that we're covering the whole county, we're calling the bonus jobs the Caldera Chronicles. So with the Caldera Chronicles, the first job that we've already released, which is a free job, is the Miniature Village, which sort of plays on the idea of you being a giant in a very small town. The next one we're going to be releasing soon is the Bowling Alley, which is set in the 1980s. It's kind of been frozen in time after an event tied to the main story occurred, and all the decor reflects that era. And we've also added a few interesting little things in there to play with the physics of the game. So there's also a bowling alley that you can interact with using your power washer to push the bowling ball down the lane, trying to knock the skittles down. If you were to do that successfully, you even get a little celebratory video on the 80s style TV in the room as well. The next job after that will be a bouncy castle, and here you will be able to jump higher than usual while bouncing around to get to those hard to reach spots. Power Simulator 2 is out now on Steam, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S and Switch 2. The Miniature Village is out now, and the Bowling Alley and the Bouncy Castle will be coming later this year.
I like the original. I haven't played
Thanks to Future Lab for chatting with us and for the reveal of those 2 new levels which are coming our way very soon.
I tell you what, you've got tiny model villages, old bowling alleys. If you chuck a few swans in there, you've got the makings of Hot Fuzz 2, right? Yeah. But anyway, I think it's now time for our next world premiere.
All right, world premiere.
Let's do this by the book.
Roger that.
I think I heard him.
Light. Run. No, wait.
Okay.
Done hiding? Can we go now?
Expendabots. All right.
Expendabots is an upcoming Extraction title with a cool twist of the fact that your little robot has a tiny 3D printer built onto their backs, meaning they can craft as they go. What's not to love?
Being cursed.
Sorry, what?
You said what's not to love, and I think being cursed would significantly suck the joy out of life.
Well, that's actually not entirely true because our next game, Curse Mark, is all about being cursed and it looks bloody fun as well. Check it out.
Ooh. With near infinite ways to tweak your build and customize your loadout, Curse Mark is going to keep roguelike fans engrossed for ages. And it comes to early access on June the 8th.
Indeed, it does. Now, our next game is a little strange, but bear with me in a pretty literal sense here, because Barbarian Saga, the Beastmaster, is all about using the power of animals to overcome huge challenges. Take a look.
I like the music. That was me alt-tabbing. Sorry, guys. I alt-tabbed. I was looking for a microphone. Yeah, I just alt-tabbed a little bit. Light on fire. Sorry. That is my background. Some death block music? Yes. Jason's going a heart attack. I know. I'm just alt-tabbing.
Barbarian Saga the Beastmaster is coming to PC, Xbox consoles, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation on September the 9th. So wishlist it now.
Next up, we're about to take a deep dive into the aquatic horror title Dark Mass, who have got a very special announcement for us all.
Okay.
This place has been buried for centuries.
I think so too, right hand. Ow. Dark Mass, a fully underwater horror game. Oh my god, there's so many. How many horror games have we seen over the past, 2 days? Had to be at least 10 to 15.
If I had hair, it would be standing on end right now because that looks horrifying. And you can pre-order the physical edition of Dark Mass for PS5 right now.
From hairless friends, then, to furry friends, in Witchspire you play as a magical being who can tame and befriend enchanting creatures, and then take them into battle with you. Take a look.
For centuries, our worlds were held together, bound by ancient witch spires and those who protected them. But something has broken. A great corruption is spreading.
Okay.
The fate of the worlds is in your hands.
Platformer? Yeah, well, kind of. Oh no, survival crafting game. Got it, okay. With witches.
The time has come, Chosen One. Together, we will stop this darkness.
Witchspire.
Witchspire is casting all the right spells on us, and I would not be surprised to see it magic itself onto your wish list by the end of this show.
And speaking of magic, let's continue to pull another banger out of our hats now, and trust me, this is a doozy. Here is a developer interview with the awesome-looking Rayman Legends Retold.
They are docile enough to ride now. Best make haste.
I don't know. How long do these calming biscuits work for?
Can we take some extra? As I said, make haste.
Rayman Legends Retold is an ambitious remake of a cult game released in 2013, Rayman Legends, and it's be expanded with new gameplays, new levels, new story. I think it will be, for new fans, a starting point. You discover Rayman for the very first time with voice acting, with storytelling, with a bit more stakes.
That's very French. That's a French accent if I've ever heard one.
Canon version of the world of Rayman that you will rediscover and that will serve as a basis for the future. So I think that it could serve both for a new audience and returning Rayman fans. The early conversation we had was what's the best way to bring back the franchise with the best possible team because we did not have a team anymore. Many of the people either left the company, went on another project. Some of them are still part of the core team on Beyond Good and Evil 2 at the moment. So part of the thing was, how can we rebuild the team?
Hold on, wait a minute. What did he just say?
Games again.
What did he just say?
Really quickly, we also defined Rayman fans.
Read this.
The early conversation we had was what's the best way to bring back the franchise with the best possible team because we did not have a team anymore. Many of the people either left the company, went on another project. Some of them are still part of the core team on Beyond Good and Evil 2 at the moment. So part of the thing was, how can we rebuild the team?
He just casually mentions, oh yeah, they're over there working on Beyond Good and Evil 2. What the hell?
A new entire world, World of the Dead, with a new ability to have more of the platforming that people love.
If you don't know, Rayman is made by Ubisoft.
You know, in Rayman, there's always been some sort of mounts, like the Mosquito level in Origin. So quickly, we thought that the dragon, obviously medieval themes, castle, dragons, they were playing a big part in Legends, but always kicking your ass. So we thought, okay, now let's reverse that, and we will use the dragon to kick people's ass. A bit, I would say, Panzer Dragoon, Star Fox side. So I'm in an exciting ride. I do barrel rolls, I shoot fireballs. I'm gonna blow up stuff. Really quite simple gameplay in a way, but you know, ambitious realization on top. The intention of the sixth world, it came from a will also to have a new tonality and a new side-scroll gameplay that were a bit on the more difficult side. And then as we were thinking about the new narration, especially introducing a new villain for the IP, that's how it led us to the theme of corruption, that villain that you will see in the trailer. And that guy basically is corrupting all the bosses, but also has took entire control of the World of the Dead. And so basically to kick his ass, you need to go in the World of the Dead, and to survive there, you will use that new ability, the power of light, to face enemies and obstacles. And it's more of, you know, really cool platforming gameplay of Rayman Legends in brand new levels. Because they are brand new levels, we can play more with 3D.
This guy is super French. My God.
It's a very strong co-op game. It was one of the very strong pillars of Legends we maintain is the 4-player co-op, and I think it's even better optimized for 2-player co-ops. It's super cool to play with kids or your boyfriend, girlfriend. I think is a very solid offer. So Rayman Legends Retold is coming for all platforms on October 1st, and I'm enthusiastic to have everybody playing it and trying it out.
There we go. Holy crap! You know what? I used to make fun of it when they subtitle people. I needed subtitles.
So much joy that I might actually self-combust. I didn't think it was possible for me to love Rayman Legends anymore, but there we are. Remake one of my favorite games ever with new content and levels.
It looks so good. Up next, we have the sequel to the outstanding Hellcard, unsurprisingly titled Hellcard 2.
This lord found his silver spoon was not enough.
Extravagance and opulence breed hubris, and hubris breeds rebellion. The Queen sends her champions to convey her regards, to cut the whole ordeal short, to dispel his delusions of grandeur, to crush the betrayer. And yet, the Lord still has an ace up his sleeve. Deal with it.
Deal with
it. Or perish.
I absolutely love the fact that the positioning of your party is as important as the attacks and spells that you use there.
Same, and that like folded paper aesthetic? Yes, please.
And I tell you what, you're going to be saying yes, please to all of these back-to-back trailers that we're going to show you right now.
Okay. The subtitles needed subtitles. He was going really fast. A pinball shooter, okay. Wow. Hello, Grape. Had to watch it up to catch up. Oh. Exodus looks really, really cool if you're into Mass Effect.
Mallard, here's our Steam demo in 30 seconds. Let's go. Hey! There's fighting! Look
What
out!
in the world?
You can farm! Wow! Saving the town! Hooray! Our demo is available to play right now, but these updates are coming soon. Skill tree upgrades! Get stronger! A new Twitch integration update! Oh my goodness, save the buddies! And the best part is, you can check out these updates during Steam Next Fest.
All right.
We did it! Thanks for watching!
He told me not to come look for him. Anyone in there? But I've never been good at following the rules.
All right. Murder mystery game.
Place doesn't feel right these days.
Welcome to Dishaven.
Too quiet.
Okay.
So all those stories were true.
You also made it back here.
He was right all along.
I suggest you stay out of this.
Dimhaven.
That was A Pulse, The Rabbit Hole, and Dimhaven, The Lost Source, and you can wishlist them all right now.
Up next, we have a brand new trailer for a game that is taking the world by storm with rave reviews from fans and critics alike. This is Black Jacket.
This was a short show. Like, what, half an hour? Is this an FMV? I love the FMV. Throw me some... Yep. Oh, yeah.
Show me what you can do.
You never measure up.
I got fun cards. Let's play.
Why do you keep coming back?
What is this game?
Good lasts.
Is it a poker game that has a storyline to it?
Take the coins. You've earned them.
Okay.
Poker? I hardly know her.
Well, firstly, it's Blackjack, and secondly, I'm phoning HR, all right?
You are such a grass, honestly. Black Jacket is out now on PS5, PC, Xbox consoles, and Nintendo Switch.
Indeed, it is. Now, you might have noticed this rather fashionable t-shirt that I'm wearing and thought to yourselves, oh, why is he wearing that? Well, I'd love to say it's because I'm a slave to fashion and just love wearing dark clothing on one of the sunniest days here ever in LA, but it's actually because it pertains to the final game of our showcase and our next world premiere.
Woo! Before we see what that could be, we just want to extend a massive thank you to everyone who took part in the summer showcase and live from LA, to all of you at home for watching and the team that made this happen.
Indeed, indeed. And if you go over to Steam and type in Future Game Show, you can see all of the titles that we've had across both showcases. And why not show the devs some love and wishlist them all, my friends? But as ever, I have been Jules.
I've been Amy, and we'll see you in Cologne in August for our run of shows at Gamescom.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, well, last one, world premiere.
100 contestants inside my five-story parkour tower. Last one standing wins $10 million. Let the games begin.
What is this? Beetlejuice.
How far would you be willing to go? For 10 million
I don't know what this is. Finding Frank. I don't know what the hell that is. What is Finding Frankie? And it was a 2? Finding Frankie 2? I didn't even know there was a Finding Frankie 1. I have no idea. Sorry, guys. I'm an old man. I don't know any of that stuff. I saw the striped snake. It reminded me of Beetlejuice. That's the only thing I saw out of that. All right. Well, that was Future Game Show and their live LA show as well. So that was more of like an extra half hour at the end of the show, which was kind of cool. They showed off a lot more like Rayman, stuff like that, which was kind of cool. And I saw earlier, someone asking what FMV is, and you must be a child or a younger person. Shalamancer, FMV, I believe it was for film motion or film motion video game. It was basically way back in like the 90s and even early 2000s. Instead of like using CGI to make something, you would literally film an actor playing it out because it was way better to just condense down a video file versus pay someone to animate like a computer, a CGI sequence, whether that would be a cinematic or something like that. So a lot of the Command and Conquer games would have FMV in it. You would do maybe Mortal Kombat, like the original Mortal Kombat game. They literally filmed people throwing punches, and that was how they animated the characters in the original Mortal Kombat game. But it's essentially just, instead of using CGI or any kind of an animation technique, you would just straight up film somebody doing it. And it was easier to do. It could be faster depending on how like talented the actor is. But then you just literally condense that video file down, and it's an easier way to do it. It just doesn't feel as fluid because you really can't change anything because it's a pre-made cutscene that you can't do anything with. A lot of arcade games had FMV as well way back in the day. So Gabriel Knight 2, Under Killing. Yes, there's a lot of cool games. And so you can use it in very cool and unique ways, but it also locks you in a little bit. So you're locked into the performance of the actor. So it depends. So it's not something they do more often now. Now there's so many animators and people, and it's so easy to use CGI that they're like, it doesn't matter. We can use that, and it might be even easier to just throw a couple of animators on it, and just you're there anyway. We're paying you. You might as well crank out some cinematics. So, but there's been a few games that have used like a combination of FMV. So they filmed an actual person, and then they rotoscope, which means they draw over the actual film, which is even cooler. So when you rotoscope something, it is literally you film something, like a person doing something, and then you hand draw over them, so you give it an animated look to it. It's really, all that kind of stuff is very, very cool. But you don't see very much of it, like, nowadays. Like, rotoscoping is, like, you have to be dedicated for rotoscoping. Rotoscoping takes so long to do. So if you want something for a frame of reference for rotoscoping, Scanner Darkly came out, I think, 10, 20 years ago. Oh, God, I'm going to be wrong on that.
At Ironclad 60 has just donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Ironclad!
Jason, I'm starting to think, when you go to the NMS meetup, you all need to go pick it in front of Hello Games. We want LNF.
We have to.
We want LNF.
We have to, man. We have to. Oh my God, it's even more than that. So, A Scanner Darkly came out 20 years ago. It came out in 2006. If you want to see something that's rotoscoped like to a high degree, A Scanner Darkly. It came out in 2006. That is a movie that was entirely rotoscoped, and it looks insane. So that's something you can go back and look. Like, you can look up a trailer for A Scanner Darkly. Very weird, very like a psychological movie, but if you just want to like see the actual like what it is, go check that out. It's a really, really cool thing. So what did you guys think? I thought it was solid. It wasn't like, it didn't blow my socks off like Summer Game Fest yesterday. Yesterday, that was like the A tier, like one of the better shows that we've seen so far. State of Play was like a B minus, a B or a B minus. Summer Game Fest was like an A, maybe even an A plus. This was more like a B, B minus as well. There was some cool stuff in there. A lot of survival horror games. I like, good Lord. Or psychological horror is what they're calling it now, because they know that everyone's tired of hearing about survival horror. Exodus looked good. Exodus looked really, really good. It gave me a lot of Mass Effect vibes, which I like. I like that a lot. The production was better than yesterday. I mean, yeah, it didn't really, like, we had some buffers, and I think that might have been maybe my my internet. So the audio didn't go out of sync, thank God. Black Flag, Assassin's Creed, yes, that looks good. It's coming out in July. So that's not in September. Like, most of the games, like, what is the list at now? I'm sure the list is growing. They might not have updated their list yet. Game releases September 2026. That list is just growing more and more and more. Every day, they're announcing more games that are coming out in September, which is absolutely nuts. So yeah, nobody's release date updated, because I'm sure a lot of people that are, a lot of publications that are building these lists are waiting until the end of the weekend, because they know they're going to have to redo it over and over every day, because every day they're announcing more. More freaking games. Yeah, just so many. So many games. The last updates for lists were like Polygon. They have it from June 2nd, which would have been 4 days ago, which is not going to be accurate because they've announced way more games. But yeah, there's a long list of games. So we'll have to wait till Monday. We'll get the final list of like 1,000 freaking games coming out. What's the latest word on your fiber connection? They're still digging, Waskley. They're still digging out there. So they've gotten through probably one block to the east of me. They did my house, and now they're moving towards the west on my my block. So it feels like about every 200 feet they're putting down a box. And until they've connected all the boxes, they won't turn it on. So I'm waiting for them to finish construction. That way they can turn on everything. So nothing yet. Nothing yet. Oh, and if you were interested in the microphone they were using, my guess, again, this is only a guess. I have no idea. Like, they didn't say anything. But my guess would be this is the microphone they were using right here. So a Rode omnidirectional interview microphone with a really heavy-duty mic cover. So a pop filter on the top. So that would be my guess. This is the microphone they were using. It looks like what they had. And it's just they had a huge pop filter on the top to block all the wind. That's what I'm guessing. That's what they were using. So, there you go. But yeah, the handle, that feels like it. And you just hold the Rode insignia towards you. That way you can't see it. And then you put a big pop filter on the top so you can't see this big Rode on the top. But yeah, if I had to venture a guess, that's what they used. This is the microphone that they were holding, which is it looks like it's a really good microphone. But again, not sponsored. I have no idea. Maybe it's not. Maybe they were using another microphone. But if I had to guess, that would be the one. But yeah, I already heard of Guild Wars 3 before they had announced it in the summer show. I didn't know about that, Corwinius, so I didn't know. Like, there was a couple of them. The Resident Evil Code Veronica, or Veronica. I don't know why they dropped the Code Veronica. They just call it Veronica now. I guess it's a remake, so they didn't want to use Code. I don't know why. That's coming out next year. I'm assuming it's going to be early next year, maybe February. That was really cool to see. The Alien Isolation trailer was awesome. So there's a lot of cool stuff yesterday in the Summer Game Fest. That was pretty cool. Yeah, today they had some really cool stuff. Exodus looked really, really good. There's some really cool like indie games we saw that were really awesome. White Wolf, I gotta head out. Thanks for the stream, Jason. Have a good one. Well, thank you for hanging out while you could. And before I forget, Kate, thank you for being a member for
At Kate
52.
Blair 291 has become a traveler. Bork, I steals Pong's milestone.
52 months, Kate, Dr. Pong. Very much appreciated. 07. Very much appreciated for that. Shalamanster says $150 mic. Big budget or quality has gotten that good? It's mostly the name. So a lot of people will use either a Rode or a Shure microphone because they have a name that means quality for a lot of people. Once you get beyond $100, at least in my opinion, once you get over the $100 threshold, you're paying for convenience rather than quality. Like, don't get me wrong, there are microphones that are, going to be $500 or $1,000 that have a better quality, but the other side of that coin is you have to have earphones to hear it. So once you get beyond $100, unless someone is plugged in and they're listening to lossless audio through really good headphones, they're not going to know a difference. So that's why it's like, it's you're paying for the name. It's a good quality microphone that's not going to break easy. It has accessories. Like if you buy a Rode microphone, there's a lot of accessories like mic filters, all that kind of stuff, pop filters that you can buy to complement it. So that's what you're doing after that, after about $100. So, but again, don't get me wrong. It's not like it doesn't make a difference. It will. But mostly, like my microphone, you don't need to get this kind of a microphone. I enjoy it because it sounds really good. And it's right out of the box. You just plug it in and it is really, really good sounding. You can buy a microphone really cheap for like $20 and you can make it sound really good, but you have to do a lot of programs. You have to have an audio interface and it'll sound good, but you're investing in a lot of other stuff and you're doing a lot of settings. You're tweaking it a lot. This microphone, you plug it in and it works good. You can tweak it a little bit for your own sound, preference, but it sounds good right out of the box. So that's kind of where you start going into like, okay, you're spending $150, $200, $300. It's more for that kind of stuff, not about the quality of sound. Eventually, the tech advancement value is limited by human biology and being able to... Yeah, exactly. And that's why you'll see someone who spends like $1,000 on a microphone. That's more of an ego boost, honestly. Because, again, you can have the best sounding microphone. If someone's listening to it through their phone, they're not going to hear the quality because the speakers on your phone are going to sound tinny and terrible. So unless you have equipment on the other side, unless someone has like $500 headphones that are plugged in to an actual a DAC, you're not going to hear it. You're listening to a lossless like FLAC file, all that kind of... It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So there's a limitation there. What does NPR do to get their sound? Usually NPR will do I should say a news agency, any kind of a news agency, they will use compressors, noise gates to make sure everything's flat. Like normally with sound, you'll have highs and lows. With news, you want everything to be flat completely. That way there's no high, there's no low, it's all the same. Mostly because you don't want someone going up and down on their, they're not turning the volume up and down. Everything's flat, and so it has no flair, no personality. It doesn't have any brightness, is what they would call it. But they want that because that means you can turn on a radio and you never have to adjust the volume. You can turn it on and forget it. And they want you to forget it. That way you don't change the channel. So that's the secret behind that. Your mic suits your melodic voice. I don't know about that. It wouldn't suit my bassy voice. Well, it is, like, my electro voice is more on the high end. So I kind of like that. I do have a nasally voice compared. And so I would probably benefit more from a Shure microphone, because a Shure microphone is heavier on the bass. It can get muddy if you already have a really deep voice. You don't want anything with bass because then it makes your voice muddy. So you want something with high. If you have a nasally voice like mine, you don't want high. You want the mud. You want the deep, tones. Anyway, getting into the weird, like 99% of people, you're not going to notice. You're not going to care. For like if you're doing any kind of like streaming or whatever, don't worry about any of that stuff. You don't need to worry about the brightness of a microphone or the muds or doing a high pass filter. None of that stuff. That's for like if you really want to get nerdy. Mostly you just want to make sure the sound's coming through strong. You're not hearing the background. So you don't hear like a cricket or a fan. Or you're not hearing any of that. Like I literally have an air conditioner right there, but I have a noise gate. I have a pop filter that filters out all that extra noise, so it's just my voice. That's all you really need to hear about. You don't want to get feedback. You don't want to have speakers. So if I turn my speakers on, you'll hear it. Yeah, a little bit of an echo because now my speakers are feedbacking into my microphone. You don't want to hear that. So you just want to hear my voice on its own. His words, not mine. Quoting what? What did you quote? Paul, what did you quote? But yeah, so, and the thing with my voice that got me into radio is most people in radio have that deep broadcaster voice, which is cool unless you get a group of like 5 or 10 people in there. Then you can't tell who is who. I got lucky because my voice is higher pitched, more nasally. And so you can tell my voice is different than the other guy. And that's what got me in there. That's the only thing really that let me get into radio. I had a different voice. Now, this voice is different than my radio voice. My wife does the same thing. She was a news broadcaster. But you have a different voice. You speak more controlled, slower. You enunciate. You don't say mountain. You say mountain. Things like that, but all that's gone out the window. I haven't done my radio voice in like 5 years, so I've slowly let that go. So I can, like, if I try hard enough, I can do that. But nah. It's one of those things where now I have to think about it. When I was in radio, it was as soon as I walked into a studio, you change. Your demeanor has to change because I'm quote unquote working. And so I didn't have to think about it. It just happened. Now I have to think about it. I have to like go, okay, slow down. Don't get too excited. Don't back up from the microphone. You have to make sure you're on the microphone. That way it's all crisp and clear. All that kind of stuff. Since you're such a sweet tooth, can we recommend you treats as well? Yeah, absolutely. I like the weird treats. So you'll see I get like the I'll get like French stuff. I'll get UK terrible soda from Great Britain. It's not terrible. I don't want to say it's terrible. It's not Dr. Pepper though. This is cream soda and it has a hint. It's like they put a shot of Dr. Pepper in here, like 10 drops of Dr. Pepper in a cream soda. So I do like the weird stuff. So I try to go out of my way to find any of that kind of stuff. I had my MFG plant voice versus office voice versus a home voice. Exactly, Advan. I think he was on KVOR. How did you know that, Greg? How did you know that? Yes, I worked in KVOR. It was a Colorado Springs radio station years and years ago. West Appalachia Research Center. I have no idea. No idea. In that case, Mamba Fruit Chews from a German company originally that was invented. Ooh. Okay. Well, I do have a preference. I do have High Chews. These are really good. I think these are Japanese or Asian. These are like my favorite, like, they're not quite gummies. They're more like Starburst. So if you like Starburst, a High Chew is very, very good. Very similar. So they have like a Starburst look and a feel. So they have like or not a liquid, but they have a different center that has a intense flavor. I love High Chews. Gary, you live in Colorado Springs? Well, good to know, buddy. You probably heard me early in the morning. I did morning news with Jim, and I also did some talk shows in the morning as well, and in the weekends. So when I worked in the radio station, they slimmed down, and so you were basically wherever they needed help. If they were doing, like sometimes I worked in the sports station, so I would have to do like games. If the local news guy was in a sports game for like a football game, I would help run that. I would run the shows on the weekend. Like, specifically for our radio station, we did our public good, which is basically you're using public airways. You have to do public good. And so we would always have weekend shows where, hey, you have a local restaurant, or we would have someone who would interview local businesses to help, the local, public. I ran those shows on the weekend. I would be there during the week for news in the morning and talk shows during the day. There was talk shows on the weekend. There was a point in time before 2020 where I lived at the radio station. I was there basically every day. Every day I was there 4 or 5 hours every day. And sometimes longer, especially during like sports, in the fall when you had football, basketball going, dude, you were there constantly, all the time. I made a mistake. I started chewing the High Chew. They're really good, but my God, you gotta chew them. All right. Well, did you slim down to be on radio? No, sir. No, sir. It's the best. OE. This is the best face for radio, I'm telling you right now. Why did you quit radio, if it's cool to ask? I didn't at the time, I quit right around COVID. And it was one of those, most radio stations are probably running into this now. But over the years, the crew kept getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer, to quote OE. And so we started out with a whole bunch of local people. You'd have local DJs, local radio shows. And then over the years, it was less and less. They were going more national. They were like, oh, we have a guy in New York who does a morning talk show, so we don't need your local guy. And they would get rid of the local guy. And it got to a point where it's like, it's just a matter of time before they fire me. I might as well get the heck out of here. And I figured because my YouTube channel was taking off, I could just jump over and focus on my YouTube channel versus waiting for the axe to come down and they cut me because we don't need a local guy. And it sounds like, since I've been gone, it sounds like that's kind of the route they take. It's one of those, we don't have to pay a local person because we have a nationally syndicated show. That'll just do it, and it's fine. And so, yeah, I kind of got out, and it was like right around COVID, and COVID was really, really interesting at the radio station. We'll talk about this another time. I can ramble for hours about that kind of stuff. But essentially, everyone started working from home, and that's kind of it like sped up the process of how many people do you need locally, because we could just have a national guy from New York or California. He can do it, and then you don't need anyone locally because we're in lockdown. We don't need local people. Fire everybody. And that's kind of what they started doing. It like really lit a fire under corporate to say, look, get rid of everyone you possibly can. the bare essentials. Like if you need someone physically there to push a button, that's what you need. Other than that, get rid of them. Just fire them all. And it was like, oh, so yeah. Yeah, licensed national shows pushed out local radio talent. Yeah, because it's cheaper. Now, I think local radio is always going to be better because you can always call in and the local guy will talk about what's happening locally. Somebody in a different state is not going to know what's going on in your local community. Weather-wise, they can't talk about weather because I don't know. Is it flooding in nowhere, Kansas? I don't know. I'm in New York. And so that's what, the benefits of local radio are really, at least for me, are important, but not when you're the corporation that has to pay money. They would rather just have a national person just do whatever. A tech and an unpaid, dude. Basically, that is it. You have your program director, you have your local sales team because they have to sell commercials, and that's about it. Your tech guy to run around, make sure everything's still on the air. That was part of my job. I had to run around to different radio stations because we had a cluster of radio stations. And it was part of my job to run around and make sure nothing was off the air, check the log to make sure all the commercials are firing when they need to. This car commercial needs to go on at 7:35 every day, and if it misses that means we lost that money, so I have to make sure that commercial's playing, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that person needs to stay there because we'll lose money. Other than that, though, you have a local DJ, get rid of them. We don't need that. Anyway, I don't know how that transferred over into what we were talking about today, but I will be back tomorrow, you guys. So tomorrow is a big show. It is the Xbox Showcase and the PC Gaming Showcase. That's the cringy one. So be ready tomorrow for the extra hard cringe. You guys thought today was cringy? You haven't seen anything yet. If you guys have watched multiple years, Charlie and the crew over at PC Gaming, they are the rulers. They are the top dogs when it comes to cringe. It is absolutely cringe tomorrow. But the Xbox Showcase is tomorrow as well. I will be starting early in the morning. So I believe it starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so West Coast time. It is 10 a.m. West Coast. That is 1 p.m. if you're on the East Coast, New York. That time, and then, if you're in a different part of the world, you have to translate it to your own local time zone. But yes, 10 a.m. Pacific time, I will be here. Technically, I'll be here at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. I like to start up about a half hour before the show starts so we can kind of eat some weird food and talk about what we think is going to happen. And then we go right into the shows and start doing all that. So thank you guys all so very much for hanging out today. I think we're going to raid Sobi-Wan. I believe Sobi-Wan is streaming today. I normally don't stream on Saturday, so I need to figure out who streams on a Saturday. That way I can raid them. But I believe Sobi-Wan is streaming on both YouTube and on Twitch. So we will be raiding Sobi-Wan. He is playing Hardcore Valheim. So Hardcore Valheim over there. So thank you guys. Seriously, thank you guys so very much. I will be here tomorrow. Gears of War. We're going to see some Fable. Even though it got delayed until next year, we're going to see more on Fable. And I'm hoping we get to see, maybe we get a surprise. Maybe we see some games like Clockwork Revolution. I'm really interested in that. Maybe we get to see some other stuff. We'll find out tomorrow. Thank you guys so very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow.